And we're live again. Welcome to the Wednesday's best source of news and TV and gaming and everything else. Welcome to the Hump Day Chinwag, me, Tomby, and the panel. And again, as usual, we've got an absolutely banger of an episode. Plenty of things to talk about. So let's hit the ground running. Let's go around the room, say hi to everybody, see what they've been doing, see what's on the news or what's going on in their little sphere of the interwebs. And then we'll get on to the panels and work out what we're going to talk about. Smoothie DJ, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty okay.
Is that a Starbucks cup?
It is a Starbucks cup that my parents brought me from Scotland.
I've got one of those from the Netherlands.
Funny that.
And that's why I recognised it.
There you go.
Holy shit.
But yeah,
I thought you were talking about mine because mine is also a Starbucks cup. But,
the influence spreads.
It's a tumbler.
How it should be.
Well, this was a
That's
gift.
awesome.
This was a gift from when I lived in Seattle. So, yeah.
Quality.
Nice.
Fresh off the heels of a 12-hour stream, and according to YouTube, I only streamed 11 hours and 55 minutes. So eat a dick, YouTube. But yeah, other than that, I'm doing good. I slept 4 hours. I'm still a bit tired, but you know what? Let's get this get this party started.
It's probably just worthwhile just having a look at your audio. You sound slightly quiet on my end, my dude.
Everybody says that, even though I haven't changed diddly squat. I don't know.
Chat, just feedback if Smooth's 5x5 while we talk to Stacey Queef. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm very, very good. I've had a manic week. I don't think it's going to stop. I'm going to try and jump in to do literally, if I can do half an hour to an hour stream before the film club, I'm going to have to. But I'm literally like, in real life, it's been literally bang this week. So literally, it's been fun. But literally, when you literally enjoy this little shed and enjoy Hump Day Chinwag to, I go, I need to relax, and then realize I need to talk and vent my anger for around what's happened around the week. So
I do that.
Ooh,
Or short from Alien Isolation.
or go.
You shit yourself as the guy
I
runs
say
past.
bastard a lot. I realise that. I go into I don't know what it is. When I jump, I go into like a Yorkshireman saying bastard. Literally, I did that on the other jumpy, scary thing. And I don't know. I did it in that Alien Isolation. Go, you bastard! You bastard! Don't know why.
Yeah,
It
all
just
the
happens.
lights went black, and some geezer run past you. Just like,
Right,
oh,
not
bastard!
That's because it's
Absolutely fabulous.
written edge. I'm on edge. Anyway, yes. All good.
So we'll
all
just wait
good,
for
my son.
Smooth the DJ to come back. Obviously, he's just dropped off because his audio. So we'll just keep on going clockwise round. Yanni, how you doing?
Hello, friends. I'm doing all right. How are you all doing?
We are living a dream, as always, and it's always good to see you in chat. How's
Likewise.
things Pine and Cauldron wise?
Pine and Cauldron has been busy, but doing good. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen I've released a new crochet pattern for a full blanket, and the individual squares of the blankets are available as well. And yeah, I can go into that more later, but it's been a lot of work, and I have a big day ahead of me tomorrow for Pine and Cauldron too, but we'll get there. But I'm excited to be here. We have a whole lot to talk about.
Yep. Yeah, I did see the panel. So I did see that come across on Instagram, even though I don't
Yay.
do Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah,
But I did see
Instagram's
it.
gross.
Yeah,
You.
Yeah.
but
Yay, he's back.
it is nice to see it. It's
Thank
just
you.
testing comms, Smooth.
Hello.
So we test comms, and he goes, "Hello." As quiet as fucking possible.
It's talking loud. I don't know.
Okay.
Smoky,
It should
smoky
have been,
voice,
but-
sultry.
I'm wondering if it's Evie Mux has applied some automatic gain control on everyone's audio.
I don't know. I mean, like
strange.
I am a
Let me do
theater
this.
kid from way
Testing.
back, so like I can just project. Like I'm not.
No,
I'm like a
there's
foot
no
and a half
delta.
away from my mic.
There's no delta there, Smooth. I won't worry about it. People can hear you. I'll just butt into people if they speak over you.
That's okay.
Greg!
I'm used
Yo.
to it by now.
Oh.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. Doing well. I've been busy.
What's that
Been
T-shirt?
busy.
You've been gaming with Mr. Porkchop.
Yeah, I've been gaming with Mr. Porkchop, but I've also been podcasting with Ryan on Reality Base and John. And we've started a new series with
Indeed.
Pilot 4 on Friday, and that went really well. So that'll be ongoing probably till the new year. I'm not sure
Yep.
what the lineup's going to be. I know they change quite regularly, but yeah, we've got a good crew.
No, good. Like it. Like to see it. Like to see it happen. People getting out there and making themselves known in different circles as well. It's always good to see. Abe, how's Abe doing?
How do?
How do?
Still breathing.
Good to hear. Anything new on the Abe front lately?
Not particularly. I might be on Beelzebub on Saturday.
Good. It's good timings for us. 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I was going to say it's quite early.
Perfect.
God
It's
damn
perfect
it.
for us. It's
I
absolutely
want to know
amazing
what
timing.
anybody would do if one day A went stop breathing and then just went quiet.
Or just
Um,
started
What would we
Rather
do? What would we
concerning if
do?
that
What-
were to
yeah.
happen.
Yeah, I'd just
Yeah,
be
he's like-
replaced on the
yeah.
panel.
How you
Yeah,
doing?
I would become a full-time
breathing.
panelist rather than a rotating one.
Stop breathing.
Although, Abe, you would definitely be remembered fondly. I just want to assure you of that.
Oh, well, thanks, Greg.
I mean, that's how I get all my panel positions. Is I just inherit them from people that just mysteriously disappear from the internet. So
What a coincidence. I wonder how that happens.
Another one bite the dust.
that's right.
Doing
Just
so.
admit that you killed them off, John. It's okay.
You know, I mean, I
a movie
was
in
the
that
last
somewhere.
person to stream with him, but thankfully he did stream by himself thereafter. So it's like I was asleep. I was napping. we were planning on streaming together again later that night. So
the sleep.
That's how you tell the call.
Suspicious.
Yeah. But we do live in the same zip code, or not zip code, but the same time zone rather. So I mean,
Right.
I guess the world will never know.
Indeed. Jack,
that
how you
works.
doing?
I'm like half dead because I stayed up all night with Smoo on
Smoo.
his
Yeah.
stream after
I'm
doing
surprised you
my
stayed
stream,
as long as you did.
and I'm gonna be up until I guess after Yanni's finished on Dara's stream tonight if I make it that far. I also can't hear a fucking word anyone's saying because you're all roboting for me, so I hope I'm not roboting for you guys.
You are fine
Oh.
on my end.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Good,
fine.
okay. Well, I
Obviously
can't
fine.
hear hardly a word that you guys are saying.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
probably the best.
I'm gonna type in private chat, Jack. But if you want to disappear off, just disappear off, my dude.
Oh, like that is it, Tomby? I see.
No, I'm thinking of your
back.
welfare right now, my dude. If you want to fuck off, cunt, piss off, go bed, wake
Old
up.
fart.
No, I'm not going
Yanni,
to
though.
bed, mate. Sleep is for the uncaffeinated.
It is
XOXO.
uncrappinated.
Sleep is for the dead.
Sleep. Well, ultimately, sleep is for the weak. So anybody that gets more than 4 hours is just basically a massive jest.
Well, I'm
in my
a big
view.
ass
I
pussy
have been
then.
able.
Yeah, I get about.
I have been
9
able
or
to
10
keep
hours.
up with Uzumaki. So
I've been sick for the last week, so I've gotten more sleep than usual. But that's because I've just been napping whenever I'm not on streams, which
Oh,
is
geez.
quite
Yeah.
frequent.
The first
Yay?
episode is good, but it drops off hard. In my view, drops off
Yeah,
hard.
because they changed fucking studios mid-production for some godforsaken reason.
oh, is that
That's
why?
Just,
Yep.
that's just
Yeah.
stupid.
Because episode 3 was like, nah,
Pure
I've
retardism.
I've lost interest, kind of.
No,
The graphic novel is way better.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is.
so episode 1 was made by the same crew that made the graphic novel, but just in animation. And then they changed studios for episodes 2 and 4, and then changed studios again for episode 3. It's like, what?
Why?
I don't know.
No, they haven't actually come out in public and said why they've changed or why
No,
they did change. There's no reason.
Even I had to scatter for the information that they even changed studios because it wasn't announced. So episodes 2 and 4 were made by the same crew. 3 is a different crew, and episode 1 was again a different crew. It's like, what the fuck?
3 different crews so far.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
No.
No.
I mean, the continuity and focus on that between teams is just not there. It doesn't exist.
I mean, the continuity is simple
So
because they
you're
all
going to
have
have
the
this
graphic novel.
disjointed story, and that's
No,
why
I mean,
that's,
the story continuity is easy because they all have the graphic novel to go by. They know what has been animated already. But it makes no sense
They
to
are
change.
unburdened by
I-
what has been.
I
Oh,
was it was in
gross.
my head.
No, shut your mouth.
I was wondering if you were going to say it. Thank you for taking that hit there. Jack.
how Harry Enema doing today?
I mean, I certainly upset some people on Twitter over the week, so I'm having a good day.
No, you
that's just a normal
offending people?
day.
Oh,
That's
no,
just
no,
a
no,
normal
no.
day.
Oh, no. Apparently, I made people really fucking angry with one simple tweet.
Did you say that Miles Morales is Miles Morales?
Oh, no, even worse, because a story came out from Bandai Namco that they are currently they're downsizing the studio, and
Oh no.
they are not actually firing people. What they are doing is they go to a lot of the developers and just send them into an empty room to do nothing and wait for them to quit.
Right.
And so you had and here's the
Oh,
funny
They're getting
mate.
the Milton treatment. This is great.
That's
You know,
amazing.
no, but here's the funny part.
based.
And then you had a bunch of Americans obviously commenting, yeah, that shit wouldn't work over here. And I just commented, yeah, because you are too lazy to work anyway.
right,
Well,
right.
they're
That
too.
is true.
They're too.
And
Well,
now,
that is a
and now a
valid
bunch
point.
of them got upset about that.
Well, I mean, you know, having worked in America the entirety of my life, you're not wrong. I mean, you know, like I was waiting for you to say no. They literally downsized the office, like they just went and got a smaller office, and now everybody's like packed in tighter. But the
So
Milton
tell us, what is it you do here?
Exactly, is it that you do here?
Go
Yeah,
back
but,
to your empty
but
office
that's
and
literally
do
the thing.
nothing.
Like one tweet, and now everybody is angry again. It's like, how dare you? It's like, what? You just said you would gladly stay in an empty room for 8 hours and get paid to do nothing. So you
Sure.
are okay with not working.
In all
So my
fairness,
point-
that's
so
a
my
good
point
punishment,
stands.
actually. That's a good punishment,
Yeah,
actually.
specifically in fucking Asia where the people
Yeah.
want to
Dude,
work.
I got internet on my phone, so like, yeah, I'm down. You want to pay me to sit in a room for like fuck all?
Just sitting in an empty
I
office watching
Bring it on.
Netflix.
I
Bring
assume
it on.
the rule is just to go in the room and sit down. I'm just going to go to sleep. I'll put my feet up.
Yeah.
As long as I'm
Sit on
obeying the
floor and do
rules.
nothing,
Yep.
right?
Go in the room, do nothing. Okay, no problem at all. I'll prop myself up in the corner and
Easy.
have a sleep. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
But that shit doesn't work in Asia. But like again, like people got really angry over just that because you're too lazy to work anyway. People got really upset about it.
In fact, looking
I
at
wonder
Twitter, I
why.
don't think I've upset anybody for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Right.
see,
But they got
clearly you're doing Twitter wrong then.
internet
Your
upset.
DMs.
And like that is one of the easiest ways to be upset in the world because you know you don't really have to like put much effort into it other than just like working out your fucking thumbs. So you know.
Yep.
And yeah, that's me throwing shade
Yeah,
at the rest
thumbs.
of America. So you know what? It doesn't matter. Like I can do that though because most of the people I stream with are Europeans. So like I'm kind of like you know a man without a country in some ways.
That is true. That is true.
So and I guess we're on to me. I guess
We are
since
indeed, sir.
Ta-da!
Yeah, so-
John,
yeah. So yeah,
FN
other-
2.0 takeover, go!
Exactly. I was going to say, other than pissing off random Americans by pointing out that you know they just kind of suck, I spend a
Wow.
lot of my time on the FN2, the FFS Discord with the you know doing everything I can to promote the FN2 channel directory of different content artists. We are up to nearly 70 people in the.
Crazy.
I know,
Wow.
right? And it continues to grow week by week, day by day. And this is just us kind of like right now we're operating at half mast, so to speak, because you know Sonia's dealing with some stuff, and as is Dax,
Yeah.
and you know I'm the kind of guy who's like you know this is a long-term project, so I'm not like you know in a mad rush to get things taken care of. So like people ask me, oh, when are you going to take care of this? It's like when we get around to it, just settle down. Like
When
you know,
it's done.
right. There's more than enough content like you know coming through on the FN2 every day. So you know it's like if you can't find a way to keep yourself busy, the only thing that you're missing out on is like at some point in time I'm going to be implementing a because I you know the whole thing is like it's going to be a parallel economy, and you can't have a full-on parallel economy without a market space. And you know, and so that's kind of like the next really like big plan is to get that implemented. And then the other thing I'm working on doing is because right now currently whenever you post to YouTube, it will go and throw your links on there, but that's when you actually just post to the site itself. So like when you go live, it's not actually like doing live posting yet. So the next big thing that I will probably take care of myself is we're going to have we're doing it live section. Yes. And it'll just be everybody will be all in just that one grouping. And so whenever anything goes live, it will populate in that channel. So
it's also worthwhile just stating there, guys, the 70 odd that John mentioned, that's different content creators and streamers that are accessible and tracked within that Discord, all their links, them themselves. The network is there for you to tap into. You can look at, you can keep tabs on your favorite creators. And I think, are you close to the 200 members on the server yet?
We are at 181 right now. We just passed 180 earlier this week, but the Discord's not even a full 2 months old yet. So I mean, in the amount of time that my life has completely taken a turn. Like 10 weeks ago, I was just like, oh man, like this YouTube thing, I don't know if it's like, if I'm really cut out for it. It doesn't really seem like people really give too much of a shit about what the hell I'm doing. But I enjoy just like being in the chat and doing my modding thing, and then here it is, like 8 weeks later, and now I'm like streaming like damn near every day of the week, if not multiple times.
Yep.
And so like, yeah.
What was it like to be in a stream with Cabrutas? That must have been weird, huh?
That was very gratifying. I mean, like when you talk about in terms of how much things have changed in the last 8 weeks, it's like, and it happens the weekend after it gets announced that Chris Kindred is now fired, no longer a part of SBI.
Like, fucking riddance.
Right. I mean, it was like such a serendipitous kind of like, oh wow, that all just kind of fell into place in the right moment. And like Kim Belair just got done doing her XOXO, and like now her ass is all wide and fat, and like she's so depressed, and like just kind of like hates everything about her life and her situation, and she doesn't even have the enthusiasm to spew her bullshit anymore. Like you couldn't ask for like a more kind of like how it started, how it's going kind of situation.
What I love about that video is how defeated she looked in that video and how low energy she was. I was like, how low energy can you be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she did look better in the stream than on that photo she's got on her Twitter profile. I'll give her that, even though that's not saying much.
Her ever widening assets.
Assets, yeah.
It's actually rarer to find someone who hasn't actually been blocked now. Anybody that's in our kind of sphere, fellowship, or otherwise. Anybody that mentions anything negative with regards to DEI, Bridge, Sweet Baby, Stink, you get instantly picked up and instantly blocked.
Yeah, I will. I'm surprised. I'm still only in protected mode with her, which is kind of hilarious.
For me. She's in protected mode for me.
Because I've been pretty nonstop with it. Like my very first week on Twitter, I had a conversation with Erwin or Nerd Wars, right in front of Weird Ghosts and all those strange fuckers, and immediately like that was like I got blocked within my first 2-3 days of even having a Twitter account. And I was like, this is what it's all about, So
damn, achievement unlocked.
That's right. And then that was the other thing. Last week I got Mercuntied. I'm now blocked by her, and it's like, oh,
my man over here just speed running Twitter.
It is speed running Twitter, but that fucking silly cunt. I can still see her shit.
That's the thing. You need to remember this. Tombi is still not blocked by fucking Alyssa McConaughey, even though he talks the most shit about her. He is still running free. Everybody else here is blocked.
I'm blocked, and I only said one thing to her.
You know what that means, though. She's got a thing for Tombi. That's exactly what. Because she's the same thing. I mentioned this the other day, and Badger's like, "Well, I'm not blocking." Like that's because she wants your D, man. Like that's all.
That's exactly right.
She likes it when you talk like that to her.
She needs the evidence.
Oppress me harder, daddy.
Hold on. We need silence. Say that again, Yanni.
Fuck off.
That's gonna go on the soundboard.
Yeah, fuck right.
Oh, it will be. It will
That
be.
I
would've
learned my
been-
lesson the last time.
Do you remember when she said
Titillating.
she was on? Do you remember when she said that she was on? She was on that one stream, and she says that she would fight absolutely anybody who wanted
And
to come at
Varadark.
her sort of thing.
Yeah, let's do it.
I did as well, and I got blocked.
Oh.
Well,
I offered her out. I said I'm like 150 fucking pounds, like wringing wet. You know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
the problem is
I'm a
she would
streak
never
of piss.
fight. She would never fight a black lady. You know this. You identify
true. That's
incorrectly,
true.
my dude.
She knows her
I,
place.
the black lady, I'm gonna punch your lights out, and that fucking
Right.
scared her to death.
I have a
She knew
theory
she knew I was
about,
going to pop out of a hotel door with a knife in my hand.
right. I have a theory about her most recent antics with that Quaalag chick. I
Yes.
believe honestly that and I think I'm the only one who's ever said this openly, but I believe that her whole deal that day was stay in your lane, bitch. If there's anybody who's going to be some psycho cunt on the internet who with they them pronouns and weird shit like that, it's me.
Yeah.
And that's really what it was all about, was just kind of lampshading that younger, hotter they them model, who's got because she's a thought, and I do literally mean a thought. Like she's got like 60,000 followers on all her various platforms and all this kind of stuff. There was no reason for her to go and pull the weird shit that she did, other than trying to clout chase and ratchet herself up in notoriety. But there was Mercante saying no, gatekeeping her ass, and you haven't heard anything from her since. So
Yeah.
That's such a terrible photo of me.
Mate,
You show the
thing
tattoos
is,
on your arm.
I'm actually surprised you were wearing that much clothing, Jack, to be honest. I mean, when you go full black, you're not wearing much, mate.
Well, he just got out of the shower, you see.
He's
So,
getting ready for one of his olive oil
seems like
sessions.
more clothes. It's the robe, though. It's
Mhm.
terry cloth. It's comfortable.
Mate, it's fucking
Dear God.
terrifying, isn't it?
Yeah, she was like
terrifying.
6'5" or something, wasn't she, as well?
What?
I'm just gonna send you a link in
Yeah.
the private
Fuck
chat,
off.
mate. I'm gonna
Yeah.
send you a link in the private chat, mate. Play the first 10 seconds of that clip, of that video. Just
Is
do
it
trust me.
the
It's the free tango video that he put out today. The first 10 seconds. Just the
2
first
seconds,
10.
I might stand by. Stand by.
It will all make sense. Trust me. Oh,
Andy Bryce.
Everything
Make it
will
15.
always make sense.
No, it won't.
Let me add it to fucking screen.
By the way, rest in peace, Concord.
Maybe it's coming back.
Well, with that
It's-
with that banger of a promo, for sure.
It's definitely going to come back, but you'll probably find its avatars, its scenes, and things like that will appear in different games.
Yeah, I would imagine they're going to have to give away a free skin update to even get people to even possibly, because when it was they tried to get me to join the beta 3 times, and I literally the last time I was almost ready to send them a letter saying stop harassing me, because this is just I don't want your game.
I needed to do that with Google because they sent me 5 emails if I went to Google Stadia, and I just told them no, fuck off.
Oh,
Right?
God.
No, I paid him for one.
I would
I
have
got all my
gone
money
for
back.
that.
Bastard.
I
They
got
asked
all
me
my
5
money
times
back.
if I won
I
the
got
free
2
one
free-
because it was
I
doing
got
so shit.
I
5
got 2
times.
free.
Yeah, when has Google ever done anything and had it run for more than 2 years?
Well,
Yeah.
ask
Yeah.
Google Plus.
It's-
Actually, I've hacked the handsets to Bluetooth, and using them on PC, they have got an.
Oh,
That is fucking solid, isn't it? That
Oh
is
my God.
fucking
My
absolutely
favourite
solid.
was the Doom video.
The
I'm
Doom video.
just
Oh, yeah.
looking
It-
for
The
it.
Doom
I
video
can't
is pretty
find the
good, yeah.
Doom video.
It's a little bit lower.
It's on Twitter.
It,
It's on Twitter.
yeah.
There it is.
There
There
it
it
is.
is.
Is that still from it? No, that's the thing.
Oh, God.
Plastic.
I gotta hand it to the
It
cop
is.
though.
It is such
got-
perfect timing and everything, though. It is so.
Yeah.
underrated.
I give credit to the cop. He showed restraint and he took
Yep.
those steps to the face like a fucking trooper.
That's
Yeah, I
right.
have not seen this video at all yet.
Oh,
This
This
is
is the
straight out
first
of-
I
straight out
saw
of
of the
game.
whole situation.
So I haven't seen this the Doom part of it. The
this is
question
great.
I'm going to ask: does his bullet count go down by 1 when he shoots her?
I
Because
can't recall.
that will be
check.
icing on the
That'd be amazing.
cake,
That's
That'd
a
be
as
good
well as
point,
the
actually.
health going down slightly.
Yeah,
And
well,
when you used to play Doom and you used to take a lot of damage,
Yeah,
you used
get
to actually get
bloody
bloody.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Right.
So that would have been an awesome icing on the cake. And if they didn't do it, I'm going to freaking do it by this weekend. Can you
Pay
hear the
attention
music,
to
by the way?
details. Pay
Yes.
attention to the
yes, we can hear
details.
the music.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right, let's witness this pure awesomeness.
Oh no, still in it. So you're gonna make the deluxe version where it shows the facial animation and does the ammo count. That's
Yeah.
The
It
bullet count doesn't
needs
go down.
that, and it needs the damage being taken. So ammo goes down by 1, health goes down to 60, 70, because
Yeah.
he's not
Man.
super injured, but certainly it's bad enough cut.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say this is probably not going to get monetized in any way, shape, or form.
Well, I mean,
You said
you
one-
invited me onto the stream. There was every indication that it was not going to get monetized.
I mean,
I got
I'll-
news for you. This podcast never gets monetized.
this I was
Mostly,
going to
mostly
say
due to the guy below me.
out of all of the 25, this is episode 25, by the way. Welcome. 25 already. Holy shit.
Wow.
I think only around about 8 of
Goddamn.
them are actually monetized.
Oh no.
Which is
Yeah,
fine.
they
I
are
mean, the
bad.
thing is, we don't put it up there for monetization. We put it up
Yeah,
there
I
so
mean,
people
that's
come
a
and enjoy
30%
themselves.
monetization rate. That's not bad.
That's fine.
It's not
And-
terrible, bearing in mind the language that comes out of my mouth.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Jack's 2-finger salute with olive oil and Stasis Queen.
Who's in the backstage right
Yeah,
now?
just stasis queen.
Hey, I just
what?
ate a sausage.
Where's Jack? Why wasn't Jack in?
He got boosted. I
I
think.
got kicked out
Well,
ages ago.
he was just attacking a cop. You see,
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was busy.
I had
That
some
is
cops
busy.
knocking at my door.
that's right.
So just remember, there's other people other than me that's editors, and you can add people to the scene.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
Who's editors?
These two ladies at the top left-hand corner.
Right.
Okay, so here's the funny part on that one, Tommy.
You should
You have no,
Okay, so I can do this.
no. So
Yeah.
but here's the funny part, Tommy. You actually didn't set Smoon as an editor. We checked last week.
Nope, you didn't.
Well, I sent out the invites.
I accept. Okay.
Nani?
He did everything correct. He didn't do anything wrong.
Yes, he did
Someone in the
everything
chat,
right.
Uncle Martin with the mountain bike says health to 69.
Yeah.
That's how it should have been.
Yes.
Giggity.
So we've got
to me-
Stasis Geek, Stasis Geek Official at Gmail, which is from his YouTube, and Smooth the DJ at Gmail as well. Both collaborators.
Then why can't I do things?
Did you come in by the link or did you go direct?
By the link.
There you go.
Go
that's right.
direct, because when you use, you come in as a guest
Yeah.
Yeah.
rather than a collaborator. If you use
User error, skill
collaborator.
issue.
Oh.
you,
Lol.
There you go.
That's fair.
He's
I'm not bringing it back in.
Oh,
Because if you just do the
it's
link
so
itself,
Tomby. Tomby does it all wrong every time. What wanker?
Oh, shut up.
the link and you're inheriting permissions from a master, and you're taking on a subordinate role. So you have to assert yourself and go through the front door, not the back door.
Oh my.
Shit, what?
hey, wait, hold on. Spotlight this shit. What was that going in the back door?
What's that? It's not me. It's evidently the people that are your quote unquote collaborators. I'm not even anywhere near the door.
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
I've got
Right.
to do what tonight? I better tell the missus.
The only thing that you have to do, because you're a collaborator now, you have to set your own icon and name shit. I can't do that for you, mate. I can do it for
Bomb bomb.
guests, but I can't do it for
The confusion.
collaborators.
Confusion.
I know, it's rocket science.
Yeah, but and when it comes to streams being monetized, it still baffles me that the one where I shit on Ubisoft for like 50 minutes straight is still monetized.
I mean, the one.
Well,
That's
I mean,
because you're German Japanese, Hanayama. That's why.
I suddenly-
it's freeing to the heart and soul to shit on Ubisoft. Like that's like just good for everyone.
Yeah, I mean that's totally fair. But the funny part is, like literally, it's the opening like hour. It's like 50 minutes of just me absolutely hating on these waffle munchers, and that one is still monetized, and I curse like a fucking sailor.
Yeah.
And that one is still up for game.
Right, let's have a quick say hello to chat. We've been going for almost half an hour.
We're live.
We're actually
shit. Sorry.
We're live.
Oh, shit.
We've been going for
oh
half
wow!
an
I
hour.
thought this was still the green room.
The intro, and it is probably the fastest we've done intros.
Greg, put your
for quite
pants
some
back
time.
on.
You know he's never going to do that.
No.
Yeah, this is the internet. No pants.
No
Mm-hmm.
pants.
He's just got a
Let
massive
it
willy
breathe.
warmer.
I was
Yanni.
going to be sexist and say out of the dudes who's wearing shorts, but technically Yanni, you could be wearing shorts as well. How many of the dudes wearing shorts right now?
Jeans tonight.
No,
You
I,
just fucking
I
gay.
am wearing some
What pants?
some yoga pants. I think.
What the fuck?
Actually, these aren't my yoga pants. These are more just kind of like
Yogurt pants?
He wants to
Yogurt,
show
yes,
off his
yogurt.
glutes.
Yogurt
Yes,
pants.
Yeah.
They've got peculiar white stains on.
Sorry, can I just for the rest of just to the rest of the panel, can I just address that and just say one word? Gay!
It's pulling a David Bowie. Okay.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah. I'm
I'm
like, yeah,
confirmed.
hey, that works. I am
Confirmed.
like a thin white duke. You know, I'll take that.
Yes, but it was a true '90s gay, so it's okay.
Wasn't
I'm not sure whether this is going to help your case, John, but I did yoga for about 4 years, about 3 times a week.
Well, I only have the yoga pants because I dressed like a pirate.
That's an interesting euphemism.
seconds. We're putting those two fucking queefs right next to each other.
Is that really good for you?
Hold on.
He's
it's a
in
serious
medical
question.
science.
So, if you two ladies are into yoga and yogurt pants and everything in between, does that mean you're into tantric sex like Sting?
Well, I mean, you'd have to ask my
That's a
partners
yes.
on that sort of thing. I mean, you know, like
Does this also
I
then explain
have been
why you
known to
haven't
go
had
all
sex
night
in 10
long.
years?
That's all I'm saying. You know.
Given the chance, yes.
I mean, I was Seattle's premier late night boogeyman and sex mechanic for 3 years, so I know about doing it all
Nice.
night.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Daily Dysfunction's got it right in the chat. Pants are prison.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to address both of Tomby's questions. I Donald Duck every stream that I'm on, and I'm not into
Yeah.
tantric sex. I'm into tantrum sex.
Tantrum.
You said
Nice.
Jack was watching my stream trying to
But does your
furiously
right hand
masturbate
get
to it, but
really
he
pissed
couldn't
off
do
with
it.
that?
Right. Although I will say, like the yoga pants, I got them for a Halloween costume. I was dressed up as a pirate. Actually, it was more of like I went to a Renaissance fair with my girlfriend at the time, but they are quite open and breezy, and like you know they give you like plenty of room for like you know shit to move around. You know, so not a bad option.
Easy.
They
tell
are
you.
comfy.
Off.
Yeah.
As long as things can freely move, that's the ideal thing at the end of the day. Question for you, though, John. Side note. You mentioned dressing up as a pirate. What's a pirate's favourite letter of the alphabet?
Arr.
Good lads.
Arr.
We're all good for
Excuse
dad
me,
jokes today.
sorry, we now need to let the West Country man do that.
Arr!
Here we go.
Oh, shit.
He's
I've
a
just
proper
thought.
pirate.
I've just thought, no, West Country is the worst person. Do you know there is one person on this panel, he is not here, who could do R really well.
Ah,
Although, like people in the chat
yeah.
are saying, people in the chat are saying the C, but they have
That's
to remember
bizarre.
the C is always cunty.
Yes, and Cat Piss McCunty. But Nerd Takes would actually do a fucking good Jolly Pirate.
Yeah, where is he anyway? He's not been on in ages.
It's probably
Unfortunately, he's got
No,
this
he's
thing
not,
called
mate.
work, and he doesn't finish till like it's American time, so they're fairly retarded with their
So,
times.
Tomby,
They're all
are you
backwards.
wearing
You
shorts?
guys are just way too early.
I am wearing shorts.
So they are trousers for you.
Well, I would actually class him as
He's so proud of himself. Look at that face. He is so proud of himself for that.
And I'm done.
Nice.
And out.
Wow, I was going to say about Chino turnips on them, but I won't now.
Fucking chinos. Only old blokes who stink of piss wear fucking chinos. What's in your wardrobe right now, then, Greg?
Not chinos.
A
My wardrobe. You wouldn't believe what's in my wardrobe.
An inflatable kit.
Please
Is this a guessing game? Is this a guessing
fucking
game?
20-inch
Sandra
rubber dong
with a puncher.
Do you want me to get it out? I'll get it out.
Don't get it
shit.
out. You fucking
Holy
weirdo.
fuck, we're going full screen for this shit.
Can't hear you.
Fucking hell, he
Yeah,
can't
can
even
we
get
have-
his fucking headset off.
Can we have the sex music? Can we have sex
Can't
music?
get much
Come on.
off these
Hold on.
days, you know.
Hold on.
My
No,
God.
I
this is-
loved how excited Stasis looked.
He went.
Go on, get that puncher back here. It's literally like a thing out of Only Fools and All Kids.
Greg can really
Wow.
dance.
You won't be able to
You
get.
can really dance. Wow. You can really dance.
Fuck is that?
17th
right.
century British Army red coat.
That is quite the frock.
That's
That's your
like a
sex.
right dandy
That's
wearing
what
red
you
coat.
do. That's what you do when you have a wank.
Not anymore, no.
Oh, is that what they call the posh wank?
No, it's just sits there going, the red coats are coming. The red coats are coming.
The problem is, it used to be all red, but now the bits in the middle is now pure white.
White.
I don't have my actual clothes in there. I just have my old. What was it?
Skin
knot.
suit.
Sealed knot
Steve.
clothes.
Yeah, but
Hell yeah, Steve.
I don't have a Star Trek uniform.
Good one, Steve. Good one.
Fucking Star Trek.
I did
Right, let's
actually see
That was
one
Captain
guy who
Pike,
used to wear them
anyway.
all the time.
the main problem is though, do you know what happens to red shirts, right?
Yes.
Yes.
No,
Not a good
red
plan.
coats.
Nope. Not a good plan.
Yes.
Probably not,
Not-
very
not a good-
popular
not a good
over in
plan.
America.
Science officers and red shirts, they usually die first. Expendables.
Indeed.
Right,
And they
let's,
get a fucking paper cut and explode.
let's have a quick say hello to the chat as well.
Chat.
Tracy Reeves. Good to see you, my dude. Galadorn, Lisi, Eclectic Goats in the house. She is starting to drive, but just wanted to pop in and say hello. Good to see you. Daily Dysfunction, hope you're
safely.
driving safe as well. Goats. Daily Dysfunction, Crimson Shadows in the house, and Steve, of course. Mirden also offered that if someone was to fall asleep like Abe and disappear off, that Mirden would jump in, which is great because Mirden's good fun. Bishop's opening as well's in the house. Davey Verse. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Right, skipping through. Uncle Martin.
Yeah, if
with a-
Greg wants to fall asleep, that'd be great because Mirden's good fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, he said Abe. In all
I said
fairness, he
Abe.
said Abe.
Technically, I said Abe.
Oh, my apologies.
I do also, while you mention his name, I want to highlight Bishop's opening. He has been the
Oh, yeah.
diamond in the rough of the FN2. Like the whole thing, like being in the last 8 weeks, like meeting him has been such a joy and a pleasure. And like he has so much talent, skill, and ability. He like is criminally under subscribed to. Like I think he's still sub 100 subs on his YouTube channel. So if you want to like actually see somebody who deserves all the merits and
Sub to
get
Tommy.
in on the ground, yeah, exactly. But when you're done subbing to Tommy, also go and find Bishop's opening. He is an amazing guy, and he's one of the Irish blacks. So like that is a special kind of like achievement unlock in its own right. So.
Hell
But
yeah.
I'm just a bit cautious from that name. What is his channel about?
He does all sorts of stuff. He's like he plays the bass, and so like a lot of times like you'll find him just doing musical content stuff. He does amazing editing. He's actually like on Neon Leon's Friday stream. He now is the guy who basically the new intro to that. He made it over the course of like just a few weeks without even telling anybody, and then just kind of like sprung it up at the last moment with the help of R2 Litu doing the music for it. And I mean, he's talented and skilled with abilities that go beyond most people's, just a very half-assed approach to this. And so, like he's criminally just underrepresented for how great he is. So like it's my mission to get him to where he's actually kind of at least not just known, but actually like sought after. So
Well, thank God for that, because I thought it was a Catholic sex thing.
yeah.
No, I think it's probably a chess reference.
But it is a chess reference, yes.
He is kind of intellectual, unlike Stasis.
Yes,
Anyway,
it is. It is a chess reference. It's not him bending over, spreading his ass cheeks, and mooning the world.
It's not a euphemism for a yoga move either.
No.
Well, I've got OnlyFans up now, and there's a lot of Bishop opening.
Fuck's sake.
I thought there was more like Bishop's closing in those instances, like, let me fit right in there, slot it in.
Guys, links in chat. Links in chat. Please jump across to Bishop's opening. Give him some love. He was only at 81 subs. He's now at 83. We're seeing some good moves over there. 84 now.
Already, we met on Friday on Ryan's podcast and on Reality Based, and by the end of the night, we were talking about doing some music together and recording.
You playing the triangle?
Yeah.
No, I used to play triangle in a reggae band, and I used to just stand at the back and ting.
What are you thinking about? Fuck's sake. Oh, dear me, dear me. No, thank you very much indeed for those people that are popping across and giving Bishop's opening some love. Actually, I was subscribed to him on all 8 of my fucking channels.
Nice.
So all of those are done. I was already sorted.
Also,
but
let's see, where is it?
I'm just going to skip back up to where Bishop was. Shit. Fucking hell, there's so many people in fucking chat. Stop fucking talking,
Too many.
bastards. Uncle Martin as well. Hello, chat.
Hey.
Panel, I was absent these days while my mum was in hospital, but she was signed out today. Hopefully she'll be back to normal very soon. All the prayers and all the best wishes to your mum, Uncle Martin.
Yeah.
Hope she has a very, very, very speedy recovery, my dude.
Yeah.
If there's anything we can do for you, just shout.
Let us know.
Just let us know. Davey Verse, Mirden just came in with Smulo. Yes, Dealbreaker has arrived or arrived.
Arrived. His
poor
part
fucker.
French is coming through.
Yeah, poor fucker. He was trying to stream yesterday and his computer was shit in the bed, blue screening to death. So I showed him how to back up his shit and he reinstalled Windows, and I think he's on to a winner now.
Fine. Yep.
He's on to a winner. Pete, the heretical nerd. Hey, Zombie, Hump Day Chinwag folks. Chat and mods. Just popping in to say hi. Got work to do. So Pete works quite hard on the farm. You stay solid, my dude. Look after yourself.
Don't work yourself too hard, mate.
Yep. Anthony Shaddix is in. How you doing, brother? It's good to see you. And Orion Dancake. So Ori Dancake is a streamer over on Twitch. Who I had the pleasure of just bumping into via Andy Matthews, so friend of the channel, Andy Matthews, and yeah, I'm gonna be doing some Sunday Spotlight related shenanigans with Ori Dancake just to point her in the right direction with some of the stuff that she's going. But she's a bloody good streamer, plays ESO, does raids, does all that good stuff.
Nice.
She was in my chat last night, actually.
Ori Dancake. Let me just grab that from... Fuck off, you twat.
Wow.
I suppose I should do my normal MO and drop some FFS Discord links into the chat.
Yeah, please do, my dude. Please do. So, Ori Dan Cake over on Twitch. And I can hear audio in my ear. So let me just pause that for a second. I don't know who that is, but we're going to mute it. Right, okay, Lisi, good to see you. Rick, brother, hail to you, Chat Muppets. Good to see you, my dude. Always good. Atom Gray's in the house as well, saying good morning with a cup of coffee. Cup of coffee.
Good to see you, Atom.
So I got a Mongoose in the house as well. Thank you very much.
Hey, Mongoose.
Yeah. Tracy Reeves and Highlander.
Hello.
Both coming
it's
in.
lurking. Hope
We're almost caught up. Grizzle, good to see you, my friend.
Hey, Red Stapler. That's oddly specific.
Referring to the office earlier.
Indeed.
Yes. And I think we are basically
I
caught
got one
up,
message
said hello.
in my chat, real quick. Kyle of the RNG Podcasts with the $5 redos. Happy hump day, everyone. If you can you congratulate my mother, for she is now going to be a great grandmother.
Hey!
Congrats.
Hey!
Congratulations.
There you go.
Hold on.
That's
I think
exciting.
I've got
Nice.
Thank you for the 5 gift, Kyle. And congrats to your mum.
yes, and yes. Let's seeing as all mothers have them.
I love breasts.
Yes, let's do that too.
Yes.
Midgets. So midgets in the chat as well. How you doing, Lee? So that's the second eldest son. So say hello to Midget. He's also tiny, which is why his name's fucking Midget. He's a dwarf.
That makes
Little
sense.
Short shit. Norman Conquest, how you doing, James? Good to see you. I'm going to re-release free-to-play. It's going to re-release free-to-play. Sony is going to double and triple down on their live service aspirations for the next 12 months. Wouldn't
they're gonna
surprise me. They're
monetize the
trying to
fuck out
claw
of it.
back all of the money that they've lost.
Is that Concord?
Yes.
Lord, amongst
$20
everything else, mate.
$20 skins like
game-
Overwatch.
I wanted to say earlier when you brought it up, but I got kicked out. That game is so cucked now that even the alpha is the beta.
I mean, it always was in that game. They're all betas. It's like beta bitch made central.
Measurement for failure, though. Like
It's the masturbator, isn't it? Ultimately.
master debater. Well, to be fair, Jack learned a new technique the other day when I was playing Warhammer.
Ah, yes, the Warhammer.
Volley! Bomber
Is that
clad.
what you call it?
Bumbaclat.
Yes.
Bumbaclat.
I just have visions of her coming out with a fucking knife and just shouting.
Yeah, I saw this Steven Seagal clip earlier when he was beating up all these Jamaicans in a jewelry store. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? He's a Bumbaclat.
You my
Did you-
Bumbaclat Rastafari.
Did you see the video where Johnny Somali got fucking knocked the fuck out and his cameraman at the same time? Just
Yeah.
some guy
Happen
just
more
randomly
often.
goes, oh, slap. Oh, slap the other fucker
The,
as well.
the icing on the cake was the Mario coin sound when he hit the floor.
I haven't seen that.
That
I
was,
can't wait for his final video when he gets tossed into the sea, never to
he's in
rise
South
again.
Korea right now.
Yeah,
If
but-
I were
by the
the South Korean authorities, I would deport him to North Korea immediately.
Yeah.
By the way, has any of you seen the fucking Joy Somali video when he was in Japan, but edited with the sonic rings when he hits the ground?
Oh, jeez.
What?
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, there's an edit of it when he hits the ground. You hear the sound
All the
effect
coins spill out, yeah.
I'm trying to find him
no.
because
the
shit
Sonic
like this
Ring.
is fucking comedy gold, mate.
Yeah, but the sonic rings one was just fucking hilarious.
It's like, what is wrong with the guy? You know, if you go to another country, respect the people there, respect its culture.
To be fair,
Right,
the man's
but-
5'4".
Like the
He's got
Germans.
the inflated ego like a cocaine addict.
All right, let's not have a go at Tomby.
He's not black, is he?
How do you fucking know? Have
He
you
might
seen Willie?
identify as black.
Back from
Neither's
the
the
waist
white.
down, you know.
Look,
Jack inspired him
Tomby
to find
is a
his true
borrower.
self.
I am.
This is true.
I
Yeah.
am.
He's literally he's underneath Abe in his cage. Literally.
Yeah. How did you know?
Oh my.
I mean, it is what it is.
I keep him in my pocket.
Tripoding
Great-looking
everywhere he
faces.
goes,
Hey,
you know.
Dara.
I actually
Dara?
think that Yanni should beat the fuck out of you for this one. Great looking faces. How you doing, chaps?
Nah, it's fine. I'm okay with being one of the guys. It's cool.
Yeah.
Awfully rude to forget your guest later on. I'm just saying.
Also, I think
Oh, the chaps.
I have to, and I'm gonna stick up for the Europeans and the Brits here.
Gross.
It has to be done. They are spring onions, my dude, not fucking scallions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Spring onions.
Yeah.
Correct.
Fucking spring onions.
Onions.
Oh, look at me! I use the scallions.
The
Fuck off.
scallions.
I wanna put this video
They
up on
do
screen
that
'cause
all the
this is-
time, though. I mean, like scallions for spring onions,
Cilantro.
like pants for trousers. Target practice, friendly fire. You
Yeah.
know, they do it all the time.
Oh, exactly.
We need to work on
I know,
a translation common phrase book between American English and actual English.
Yes.
We probably should
Yeah.
have it as like a cheat sheet just in the corner of the screen at all times.
Cheat cheese?
But in 2024,
also-
actual English is just like, this is the word that fell out of my head, so I'm just going to go with it. Because, like, most people here, like,
we
they
also
just...
need a donation drive of letter U's as well, so that they can put them all back in the words that need them.
Yeah,
Like
we
color.
just need to put them back.
Color, neighbor,
honor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Extra
I do
letters
sometimes
that
like
gone.
to use the British spellings of these words myself as well, just because, again, I have no problem pissing off my fellow Americans because...
do you
Can we
also
spawn the
use...
fucking language?
I am a problematic white guy, so,
This is, I mean, it's all over the title.
Please, somebody buy you a hat. Make America Britain again.
With the Union Jack.
That'll get you fucked up.
I might suggest that to my fiancée Leia. Probably won't go down well.
Most people might think
What's his
John's
name?
committing like career suicide here, but no. Like I say, I stream with Welshmen. Like I'm a full-time member of Reality Based.
Not a real country though, so it's okay.
No. But the point being though, like I'm a full-time member of Reality Based and Will of the Fans.
Fucking
So
legend.
like I operate out of the UK and the Philippines primarily most of the week, and then the other person that I stream with on Honey Badger Arcade, people have said to him, well, this guy must be like, very anti-white. And it's like, he literally streams with a guy who goes by the name Problematic White Guy. Come on.
Exactly.
No offense to Ryan or anything, but he says that he's Welsh. And he says that he's 25, but he sounds like a Brit and he looks like he's 50, so I'm not even too sure.
I tell you what, streaming with Ryan definitely makes me feel good about where I am in life, because I'm technically, like I'm 43, and it's just like I still have my hairline. It's like
Holy
thick
fuck,
and
you're
full.
old. You look older than me, but technically I'm older than you.
You've taken the words right out of my mouth.
So you are fucking ancient.
I'm
You're
the oldest one on the
person
panel.
here, Greg.
People have taken a lot of things out of Greg's mouth, in all fairness.
Yes.
Well, there's also like in my videos, as you can see, I am actually a person of color because I am so white that I quite literally absorb the light in. Yeah, I absorb the light in the room, and it just kind of like it sticks inside, the translucent layers of my skin.
He is actually purple.
Yeah, he's going to leave the room and it's just purple.
I'm young Thanos is really what it is. I'm part eggplant.
I don't even know who you are.
Part eggplant.
Part eggplant.
I'm actually just...
You decide which part that is.
It's not called an eggplant.
No, it's not. It's an aubergine.
I'm eggplant from the pants down,
Aubergine.
It's an aubergine. Yeah.
We went with saying posh, called it an aubergine, and you went eggplant.
Eggplant. Because it looks like an egg.
Fuck off.
Of course. It's an eggplant.
This is fucking...
Eggplant is just an abomination, period.
Yes.
Aubergine.
Yeah.
I'm actually
Gross
just in the
plant.
process of ordering a red hat with Make America Britain Again.
All right.
Do I need to send you that's gonna move over here? What the hell?
Fuck yes. I'm gonna wear it when I come across as well.
Me too.
Take you right back
I would
out.
wear it. I would wear it.
It's got to be that red as well. You got to do it in the red.
Yeah, it's going to be a red hat, white lettering. Make
And
America
it works.
Britain.
Any Karen would be like, "Oh my god, you should."
That'd be even
What I've
worse.
got going through my head now is just Tomby wearing this hat with his leg up on the front of the boat. Do you get what I mean? Like George Washington just sailing back into...
Fuck yes, that is it.
No, I don't want your
just Tomby. Make
bullshit
it a
over here.
tricorn
You can
hat.
keep it.
Make
Right,
it a tricorn
Right
hat.
there.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on Mid-Journey. Please recreate Washington coming to land with a midget instead.
The only problem with
Here's an idea.
with Britain at the moment, though, is you guys really might want to rethink that not having guns thing, because
Yeah.
I notice you're kind of being overtaken by a lot of Muslims
Retards?
these days. Yes.
Honestly,
That's why we get
Very
dogs. That's
stiff
why we
talking
get
to
dogs.
one
They're
of these
scared of
days.
dogs.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't need guns when machetes and dogs do everything that we need.
I'll
Yep.
take
We
my
just
gun.
got
Thank
Yorkshire
you.
much.
Terriers. That's why you have Yorkshire Terriers. They're shit
Yorkshire
scared of them.
fucking terriers. A couple of packs of corgis.
Yeah.
Right.
Fucking scared shitless of them. Fuck it.
We almost
Right.
passed 1 hour and we haven't even talked about anything yet. So
Yeah, we
that's
just-
a good start.
It's always
okay.
that.
This is
Guys,
a successful show.
No.
Yep.
If he,
Oh,
this is
this
his
clip, yeah.
therapy week, do you want to open up? What is on your mind?
No, it'll be fine.
How are you
He's got a
feeling?
bishop's
I'll be fine.
opening.
If you got a bishop opening.
Oh, look, it's the
Oh, that's a
the
big
re-
bishop's opening. That
the
goes in.
recently cancelled man on the internet,
Yep.
People in
Yep.
public, like,
That's-
why not?
Asman Silva.
Why doesn't Japan?
Right, let's just wait for this. Oh, it's amazing. Right, so I'm just going to pause this. I'm just going to increase the volume of this, and it's just the pure grunts that comes out of this guy's mouth. It's just phenomenal.
Who's the arm?
It's
So
Johnny
Johnny
Somali.
Somali, he's just a
And his friend,
fucking
and his
arsehole.
friend.
He's an arsehole
Oh,
on the
no.
internet, goes to foreign countries, basically abuses the locals, ignores the customs, complete disrespectful arsehole.
To correct you just ever so slightly, he's an asshole who happens to be on the internet because he's always an asshole. I would
Yes,
imagine.
he's always an asshole.
He's a public nuisance.
Yeah,
Indeed.
he's a puckered ring piece without a fucking goal.
Hey, racist. Okay. Hey, you whatever. I don't know what's going on.
That's his friend on the left, by the way.
Man, what?
Just don't. All you have to say
Don't
is
grab nothing. Oh,
Damn.
That's the Mario son.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
It's the Hiroshima Nagasaki that just then gets spammed by his chat.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
That guy got knocked the fuck out.
Mate,
Indeed.
it's
Rightfully so.
The best thing is another foreigner beating him up. Not a Japanese
Yeah.
man. That's the funny
Yeah,
thing.
it's not even a Japanese guy. It's basically a European or an American or whoever has just had enough of his shit and just.
There is a version of the video where you have the angle of the friend and Johnny Somali's angle when he's like swinging. It is so good. But you know what? Fuck around and find out, folks. That's the basic concept of it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Indeed.
that is.
That's a guy who should just be persecuted and assaulted every day that he goes outside for the rest of his life.
I'm surprised that the Israeli cops let him go so quickly.
Yeah,
Because he was arrested in Israel for actually.
Good God.
I can't
Why didn't they
wait
just
for him
like
to come
throw
to-
him over towards like the the river to the sea and all that kind of situation?
I can't wait for him to come to
Work your way
Birmingham.
out.
yeah,
Oh fuck yeah!
mate, he'll get his fucking ass handed to him.
Yep.
I'm going to
Within
hand it to him.
seconds.
I'm going to take his fucking jaw off. If he ever comes here, I'm going to take his fucking jaw straight off.
I believe you.
Now, the funny thing is, like, honestly, and Smoo knows this, he needs to come over here and pull this shit.
Oh fuck yeah!
He's gonna get hands.
Yeah,
Hands for days.
I'm going to give him
many,
some
just
free
put
chicken
Berlin
and
or
watermelon.
Hands then boot hills. Because it's like just wait for him to hit the ground. That's it. You know.
No, not even just hands, because just like the ESRB likes to rate children's games, my hands are also rated E for everyone.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yes. Equal rights and lefts.
Yeah, equal rights, equal lefts. They don't discriminate.
That's right.
No discrimination around here. No.
No.
right.
I just want to see his teeth caved into his mouth. That's all I want to see is those dumb protruding fucking like cousin fucking parents' teeth that he's got.
Yeah.
I want to see them caved straight into the back of his fucking skull.
His big beaver munchers.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Beaver
doing-
munches.
Because have you ever seen his face? He looks like his parents are fucking brother and
It looks
sister
like
or
he's
something
related to
like
Sarah
that.
Jessica Parker. He is kind of.
Jack, you just described most women from Dudley.
That's right. That's also true.
In all fairness, Nosferatu is better looking than Johnny Somali.
And
that's saying something.
Arsehole is better fucking looking.
Yeah.
Like,
A smaller nose as well.
Fucking
Ellen
dude.
DeGeneres.
Yes.
What?
Yep.
Ellen Degenerate, you mean?
She
How did
looks
we
like
end up on the
Nosferatu.
fucking lesbian fucking policewoman.
She looks like Nosferatu.
Yep. I mean, she's the crossing guard to Epstein Island, right?
She's both gods.
Pretty much, yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me, to be honest, if she wasn't.
No, she's both gods.
Right.
If you're interested in that stupid twat waffle, for some reason, I posted 2 videos in the chat you can watch that basically summarizes the whole Johnny Somali debacle. In case you want to.
Like his face looks worse.
In what chat?
Yeah, in what chat?
The private chat. Private chat.
Yeah. Such an
No, but,
ignorant shit.
like his face looked worse than a dried out camel's asshole in the desert during a fucking sandstorm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed. Right.
Not
let's
Anyway, fuck Johnny Somali.
let's bring up a fucking topic.
Yes.
Let's bring up a
Without
topic.
sugarcoating it, how do you all really feel about this guy?
I want to punch his fucking face in. That's
Yeah, that's for the after show.
Yeah, the
John.
things I cannot say on air.
John,
I'm gonna say it, I don't care.
Minecraft, John, in Minecraft, I want to hold the back of his head and pummel his face until his head is just a mass of blood and hair in my hand.
Right. Well, this is the
In
one
Mortal
good thing
Kombat.
about
In
Johnny
Mortal
Somali is he's the person on the internet that you can freely, openly say these things about without even trying to, sugarcoat or hide or obscure that you're just wanting to wail the shit out of
Everybody knows he's a public nuisance, so
Yeah. And so everybody's given free reign to just kick the living shit out. I love how everything is just like there is no
Status is going to give the fucking audience fucking an epileptic fit.
It's like somebody
there in the end.
is clearly in their tism zone right now.
this is in Tetris.
Do you know those games where you just move the fucking sliders
Sorry.
around to make the picture? Fucking that's fucking Stasis Queef right now. He's like,
Stasis
got to
is
make the
playing
fucking picture. It's
Do
got
you
to
know
be
the
a
new
boom.
capture thing that you have to do, where you have to slide a puzzle piece onto the picture?
Yeah.
That's what he's doing right now.
Yeah, I was doing that in Strange Brigade last night.
No, you were just doing that because you are
It's
strange.
fitting weird things in weird holes.
Half the chat have just had a seizure.
Dodgy.
In Mortal Kombat on a Minecraft server. Yeah, exactly.
Welcome
Tracy.
to the tism
That's what Jack
zone.
wanted to do. Anyway, welcome to the Hump Day Chinwag, folks. It's been
And
an hour and we haven't
We're
talked
an hour
about it.
in.
Not discussed anything.
Okay, so we got certainly plenty of topics, and does anyone want to raise theirs first?
Let's laugh at IGN.
Yeah, let's laugh at IGN.
Because you can't spell ignorance without IGN, so
Correct.
I like that.
Which
Boy, is
one
that
is that,
accurate.
Smooth?
The Helldivers one.
Helldivers.
Yes.
I love the community note beneath that one, even though it is partially wrong, but
No,
it's still funny.
No, it's not even partially wrong. That is correct.
Well, technically, the Supercreds are still pay to win, but yeah.
But here's the thing. If they were pay to win, you could only acquire them via in-game purchases. You can farm them for free in the game by playing the game. So the community note is correct.
Right, and it's also a collaborative co-op game rather than like a PvP kind of situation. So there is the nature behind it is kind of flawed.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's play to win. It's clearly play to win. If you play it, you can win it. But it's got a pay to win skip mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pay to skip. That's the important part. It's
Correct.
Pay to skip,
Pay
not
to
pay to
skip.
win.
Pay to skip.
Huh?
Right. But again, even if you pay everything out, all you're doing is just affecting your own capabilities that don't really have any bearing on anybody else other than because you go in a team setting, and so to me, the whole pay to win implies some kind of PvP aspect, and this is a co-op.
The case.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
let's show this real quick to the lovely audience so they know what we're talking about. So essentially, IGN basically took an L, and let's just add this to the scene.
Oh no, IGN took an L. What else is new?
There you go. Add this to this. Oh, okay, two at the same time. There you go. And we got Helldivers' new premium Warbond is out now, and players are defending the game, insisting it's not pay to win. And then the community note down below is the best thing. If IGN writers actually played the game, then they would know that super credits, which are used to unlock premium war bonds, are collectible in-game plus earned with medals. Also in-game collectible. This can be done in a dozenish hours. Only requires actually playing the game. Yeah. Well, I love that they source Game Rant as the counterpart, because that's the direct competitor to IGN.
Yeah, but
I
Game
love
Rant,
that.
but the article from Game Rant that is being cited is actually correct because they tell you how to earn super credits for free by just
Right.
playing the game and what you can convert into super credits. So that's actually the perfect article to shit on them with.
I would actually say it's probably going to take you longer than 12-ish
More,
hours, though.
way more.
We are talking days worth of grind here.
Yeah.
It's not
I mean,
12.
depending on your abilities to kind of like bend the rules and kind of go into business for yourself, you can actually get that down to a fairly workable number of hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
You just have to,
there are even certain mechanics where you can lock down a mission where you know you will find super credits, farm these super credits, escort them to your ship, but purposefully fail the mission and redo it, and refarm the same super credits.
Yeah.
So there are cheese methods because of
Yeah,
course.
In all
and
fairness, yeah, you can buy them though. You can buy
Right.
them on PSN if you're lazy.
Right. But
you
the
could.
methodology of like it's kind of like going after daily challenges in games. Like you just have to know how to play to get the goal that you're after.
Yeah.
And just because like it's not clearly implied or clearly stated, that's the whole thing about emergent gameplay. You just have to actually have some abstract, reasoning and a little bit of discernment on your side. But again, most people here in America test patterns. They don't even they don't really register on like I had a thought, let me actually carry that through to its logical conclusion. Like they're just a lot of followers here these days.
Well, the thing
shitting
is
on
as
America.
well is that this pay to skip mechanic isn't exactly new, is it?
No,
Because
it's
this
been there
is
since day zero.
and this is fundamentally how almost all mobile games work as well.
Yeah,
Basically,
of course
yeah.
it is. It's the
I
basic,
find it
basic
funny that
business model of those
IGN
games.
I find it funny that IGN had to pick the new premium war bonds as a topic for Helldivers, even though it's kind of known that they always add new stuff, and then saying that people are complaining about it. It's so dumb though. It's like when they introduced that new war bond with the fire or what it was, and then they nerfed the flamethrower.
Yeah.
Which has
that
been reversed.
They've reversed that.
It has been
They
reversed.
have at least kind of realized that maybe, just maybe, making guns only worth your time for like 6 weeks at a time at most is not the best way to retain your audience, because there was a mass exodus, and they've now spent the last 9 weeks basically trying to unfuck themselves.
What's the Steam DB graph look like, Tomby?
For Helldivers 2 at the minute.
Yeah,
it's currently going up because
relatively
it is
good.
ticking upwards.
It's
Yeah,
ticking upwards because like the last balance patch that they did and the one they released yesterday, actually both were improvements. So right now, because they made a big announcement on their Discord on they have a 60-day plan to get new announcements up, to get new updates up and shit. So since they did that big post and then basically went radio silent, they are 2 for 2 for actually good balance patches.
Yeah. Although they have someone there who needs to actually understand the way multiplication works, because 9 times 7 is 63, not 60.
Yes.
But hey, that's just a small point to quibble
Big
about.
maths.
And right.
I mean, I've only got 20 hours in the game myself, but I did enjoy it.
What really strikes me about this whole thing is why pick Helldivers of all these games? There's so many pay-to-win games that you can pick instead.
Because the fact that Helldivers was big here to begin with,
it was
and it kind of went through a slump, and the fact that now they're actually kind of putting their nose to the grindstone and trying to do it the right way, and look at the long-term stability of the game rather than just kind of being this fly-by-night kind of taste of the moment kind of situation. There are a lot of people here in America that they like to promote stupidity, and anybody that actually tries to take the time to, do something based on merit, there's a very big contingent of people that are like, no merit here. It's all about platitudes and just platforming and giving people shit that they haven't even earned. So,
Sounds like humans.
Right. So,
Sounds like people.
Right. And so that's the thing, is Helldivers is actually trying to improve the situation and do right by their customer base, because they realized, oh yeah, maybe we should actually make the thing for the people that pay for the game and play the game, and stop fucking ourselves unduly, because like, Sony's already sitting here undercutting us in all these other nation states around the world by adding their stupid kind of third party overlay into the Steam system and all this kind of stuff. Like, so I think that they're trying to make good finally, but because of that, there is a very large control state kind of mental block that's saying no, we can't have that.
I think what was also a good thing is that they're kind of glad that Concord took a lot of attention away from them for a while now, because
right.
because they had so much negative press going on because of this whole PSN debacle and people leaving left and right. I mean, if you look at the player count now, it's still significantly high for a first party game, second party, if you really think about it.
Yeah,
well, it's still better than Concord ever was. Let's be honest.
Right. I mean, getting shot in the dick is like better than Concord. Like, sales numbers. Like, more people would rather be like, please, by all means, like, your choices are to get shot in the dick or play Concord for 12 hours. And a lot of people would just be like, just shoot me in the dick.
I would rather shit in my hands and clap.
Right.
Yep. Please clap. But yeah, it just shows the hypocrisy that IGN is going through. Although, I gotta give them credit, they rated the Tomb Raider animated show rather low.
Yeah, we're getting
lower
to that
than Witcher
one
Blood Orange, but we'll probably get to that later.
It's only
on.
5.
Blood Orange.
Didn't they only say 5?
Yeah, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it.
But 5 is the safe number, because what they're saying is
7.
average. It's not good. It's not bad. It's in
no.
the
It's
middle.
it's the headline they wrote to it. It's the headline
but
they wrote to it.
Right.
You have to remember this is also
Fair
America.
enough.
So again, like,
America.
we don't understand numbers and we don't understand what average means. So
Yeah.
average here has to be at least a 7.
I always think of
Yeah,
this one
doesn't
Family Guy
surprise
scene
me.
when Peter gets that Asian out of his pocket and says, "Do math," and just pokes him like, "Do math."
I was just
Come
looking at my
on.
Helldivers 2. I haven't played it since the whole Sony bit, but I had 100 odd hours when I stopped playing. But I know it's like Big Rob. Big Rob was still playing it, and fuck me, he's got some serious time in that game.
I haven't played it since.
Have you actually played it?
Nope.
Jack was like,
I can't
"Wait, I'm
remember
about to
being
say
able to
something," and he's like, "Oh, wait a minute."
Get you baited.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't recall shooting you in the back of the head, unlike Steel Leg. The first time Steel Leg plays a game, instantly fucking shoots me.
I think I might have accidentally killed you at one point.
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me. You're a bit of a shit shot. You're like
Did,
a fucking stormtrooper, man.
Did anyone see the video of Casper Van Dien
Yes.
play Helldivers?
Playing Helldivers.
Oh, he's actually the voice. Like, they're put out a new Starship Troopers. That's a 16 person.
Oh, it's awesome.
Versus, yeah, I'm looking forward to actually checking into that one, because it might actually. Now that Helldivers is kind of like, and that might be the other reason that they kind of decided to pull their head out of their ass, is they actually are going to have legitimate competition with part of the game that people really enjoy, which is
Competition can improve you. Competition
Exactly.
can improve you
Correct.
to get the best out of you. So maybe
Yeah,
that helps.
And what we get out of the
competition.
competition is 2 good games.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be the best.
The beta
to
was
know
pretty
more.
solid. The beta was pretty solid, so I have no problems playing that Starship Troopers game again.
Yeah.
Competition is always
great.
good for the consumer.
Yeah, healthy competition is always
100%
good.
Always good for the consumer.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it's never good competition when it's the same studio or same dev competing with itself. 'Cause then no
Right,
one wins.
Yeah.
No one wins.
Right.
Yep.
And then that's the other thing that's happening here in America now too, is like everything's starting to just be like Unreal 5 engine, which is like the ultimate sign of like we lost all of our technicians or anybody who actually had any talent, skill, and ability because of our stupid fuckery behind the scenes.
Yep.
Nobody makes engines anymore, do they?
Well, I think Rockstar are the only
yeah.
ones still using their own proprietary engine, aren't they?
No,
Well,
Square
for the most
Enix
part,
got
yeah.
their own proprieties.
Bethesda.
Yeah,
Bethesda.
but when you talk about people that operate in and out of America, I'd say Rockstar is kind of still there in that capacity, because again, like they haven't gotten rid of all of their people from Me Too days, but they do have to pay the DEI tax. So anybody who's looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 6, I would definitely caution you to just be prepared to like pay for gasoline in the game and have to rotate your tires and get your oil changed and do all the stuff that you had to do with your horse in
Pay
Red
your
Dead
taxes.
Online. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I jokingly say that I'm going to make a parody called CPA instead of GTA, and it's just about like all the paper filing you have to do is like, you know, this person who owns all these little bits of retail around the map and all this kind of stuff. 'Cause that's what they turn it into. Like you're anything but a drug runner, which is the other funny thing about it too, given the terms of service. Like they have this thing called safety and fairness, which is their new way of kind of getting censorship into gaming. And so with safety and fairness, even though you're playing Grand Theft Auto, a game where you actually quite literally are a drug runner and have multiple drug running businesses, you can't make references to drug running.
Correct.
Kind of funny, isn't it, how that works?
Yeah.
So what? They have to talk about product because they all want to be Breaking Bad.
Well, no, you can
Basically.
like in the game narrative you can do it, but you as a player can't name your groups like Drugs or Us or anything like that. Oh, hey, somebody just subbed to me. Hey, way to go! Thank you.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
Sub more, bitches.
That's right. That's right. Let me dominate your time.
Obviously,
and
I say
effort.
that with much love and respect, chat. But sub to everybody, bitches. Names and all that
Be
stuff.
my bitch.
Go into
Be my
the
bitch.
description. You'll find they're all there. Social links, YouTube, Twitter, and all that good stuff.
Indeed, much appreciated, whoever you are. I'll have to double check back on the VOD.
Yep. But
But since we're already shitting on IGN, let's pull up the other one.
Which one's
I
that?
mean,
The
So many.
The Tomb Raider one.
Is that? Oh yeah. That's the one I called Larry Poofed Womb Raider.
Yes.
oh man, that show. I actually watched it during my night shift on Monday. I was just like blown away. I was like, wow.
I mean, she
From
is a
Laura
dude,
Kraft to Larry Grift.
Yep.
Larry Grift, yeah, or Nathan Croft.
Yeah. So just read the headline.
There are far better animated video game adaptations than Tomb Raider: The Legend of Lara Croft.
No shit.
Our
And this is the headline.
The sky is blue.
Yeah, and this is a headline of an IGN article, mind you.
Yeah,
Right.
when you know it's
So,
bad.
right. When IGN has taken the time to actually say, yeah, there's no way we can spin this, even for the money that like is going to be thrown at us being the shows that we are.
I wonder if one
They
of
didn't say it was the worst.
I wonder if one of IGN Australia's staff actually wrote that review for IGN America, because normally IGN is not that brutally honest about something they actually sim for usually. Considering
Well, maybe the
before
check
it came out.
didn't clear is the only other thing I could think. You know, it's like, look, if you want me to shoot for you, we have to get the money. We have to give us the bag, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And like they didn't get the bag.
I mean, the likelihood is the money did, or the check did bounce in the mail, because otherwise, why would they fucking shut it down? I mean,
Right.
Tomb Raider in the Legend of Boob Stained Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Watch me piss this jaguar right off. Smoke another shrimp on the
So
bar.
the funny one with this one is like they give it a 5, and obviously we would sit here and be like, well, that means it's
a
an
3.
average show. You need to remember this is the IGN scale. Like games like Rambo the video game in 2013 got a 7 out of 10.
Got a 7.
So if this gets a 5, that's like a 2 on like every normal person scale.
Yes, correct.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So always remember, this is the IGN scale, so we're gonna use IGN math.
Yeah,
Right.
just
Very
basically
simple.
divide
Which
it by
isn't
2
even
and roll it down to the closest
Like
number.
IGN meth.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to use
Quick
that.
meth.
Quick myth! Matt Damon!
You don't want to
right.
use IGN meth. Like that's
Yeah, no, that meth will leave you highly retarded. For the rest of your days.
I mean, just read the summary of the review here. Outside of the main villain's arc, which had me rolling my eyes, well, the 8-episode story isn't bad, but just about everything else, characters, story, and animation is mediocre. I wouldn't even go as far as saying they changed the characters so fundamentally. They changed Lara Croft so drastically, you can't even call that Tomb Raider anymore.
Dude, everybody in the show is gay.
Yeah, exactly.
Like gay.
Yeah.
They introduced a black man that was in Tomb Raider 4 or 5, I think.
Zip.
And they made him gay.
Yep.
They made him gay. Chat.
For
Not just
absolutely
gay,
zero
but
reason.
gay, dude. Like he is like
Gay.
so full on, like like please, like just bend me over and like do me right here in front of everybody. Like he literally lusts after a statue hat in one of the scenes.
We are on stream.
I got a question.
but the
I got
thing
a
is,
question about to Hollywood though. Why would you? What do you have against straight black men?
Yes.
No, hold on. We can actually go one further.
It's
Just
any
take the black
masculinity.
out of it.
It's
Just
yeah,
take the
men.
black out of it. Why is every fucking male in a TV program or a film
Yep.
fucking gay now?
Exactly.
Because they want to normalize that kind of.
Yeah, it's the transhumanist agenda, and we're
Correct.
just seeing the milestone markers on the way to them getting to full on, like, oh, well, like the only people that are going to be allowed to have, actual born, like children born, like that aren't genetically modified, are going to be the upper echelon, higher parasitic elites. And that's the whole reason why they do everything to destroy people's reproduction capabilities and things like that. Like, so anything that actually reinforces natural masculinity or femininity,
You're right, Dom.
gotta go. It's gotta go.
I have it on good authority from a Welsh council that even our very own King Arthur was a cross-dresser.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
You're not allowed any heroes anymore, guys. You're not allowed any more heroes.
All the kings and queens of history were all gay.
That's how they produced so many offspring.
I'm with
disabled
Rick.
in a wheelchair.
I'm with Rick on this one. We got Haley Atwell to voice Lara Croft. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. But the fact that she has to voice this iteration of Lara Croft is fucking insulting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got nice tits.
Haley
She does.
Yeah.
Jack, get some oil.
That's the biggest switch that they use though here in America is like they do stunt casting specifically so like they can sit here and be like, oh well, so and so is going to be in it and this and that, and it's like, yeah, but like they have no bearing on anything and they're just there for the bag themselves. So a lot of these people are fully fine with playing debased characters that have no legitimacy or connection to canon or anything like that, because they're just they're hired actors, like, and they're not acting in good faith. They're just acting out of the sense of like, oh, I want to like get more money in my in my bank account.
All right, we just have to pause there for a second. Dom H coming in with the 5 gifted Tommy memberships.
He went.
Fucking.
Wow, you can really dance. Wow.
Oh, he got smooth.
He went.
And Smoothie DJ, Nagano, Lorena Creole, Logical Spark, and Grumpy Old Ninja all receive.
Thank you.
Some memberships. Thank you very much indeed, Dom H. You're a legend, my sir. Thank you very much indeed.
Took it right in the membership.
Yes.
Domo
right in the
arigato.
Domo arigato.
Anthony Shaddix also says Haley deserves to reproduce.
Yes.
It would be a shame if that bloodline ended. Yes, definitely.
Yep. And if she doesn't have any babies to suck on them titties, I am happy to do it.
That's right. Just to prime them,
Or without the olive oil.
Both.
With or without the olive
I mean,
oil.
hey,
Yes.
Exactly.
Hey.
Yes,
Olive
yes,
oil's
yes.
good for you. It's good for the skin.
Let me just get rid of that. Right, Legend of Lara Croft doesn't so much establish Lara's legend so much as her emotional burden. Fuck.
Dude,
off.
it's like a non-stop cry fest.
Here's the
that
kicker.
really makes me
Here's
want to
what-
watch it.
IGN is wrong here already because this is based on the Survivor trilogy. So all
Survivor,
this stuff is already established. So the showrunners expect you to have played the new
game.
trilogy before this, having watched this.
They're seeing what can be and being unburdened by what has been.
I die a
Indeed.
little inside every
I want to
time
be
hear that.
unburdened by IGN.
As we meet her here, played as well as anyone ever has by Haley Atwell, aka MCU's Peggy Carter. She's already been on many archaeological adventures with her friends, but remains headstrong in her pursuit of ancient artifacts and keeps her best pals at an emotional arm's length. She never truly lets them in to see the real Lara, who's tortured not just by her father's pre-series death, but also that of her surrogate father and mentor, Roth, who dies in Laura's arms in a flashback sequence, and
You know,
whose
I-
death she blames on
Flashback.
herself.
Give me those.
You know, when I
victim
hear the
points.
name Haley Atwell and Headstrong, my mind goes somewhere else entirely.
Yeah.
You're not alone,
Yeah.
sir.
You know.
I think I'm going to be unburdened by simply never watching this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Do yourself a favor and don't watch it unless you want to
No.
fall asleep quickly.
Right?
I
or you
even
have
asked-
like
Well,
a
I do
high,
have sleep issues, so
No, but like
Yeah.
I
Established.
even asked the drinker on because the critical drinker made a review, and I even asked him like, why the fuck did you watch this? Like, just why?
You have to have a high tolerance for
Why?
people just crying and like bearing their
Yeah.
feelings a little too much and too often, too
I
hard.
thought I
Like,
recognised Karen Fukuhara's name there. So she plays Sam Nishimura. So Karen was the Chinese girl in The Boys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I recognise the name. All of a sudden, I'm like, I know that name. Let's have a look. Oh, mate, he's voiced
long
by
as it's
Richard
not-
Armitage as well.
As long as
Really?
it's not Karen Futanari, then we're good.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, like, they got
Balls
good
or no balls?
The funny thing is, they got good
Both.
voice actors
Yes.
for this garbage ass
Balls.
show.
Always
They've
balls.
got really good voice actors for this show, but they've just then shat all over the show.
Yep.
And it's become about the message yet again. We need to push back on the message. We need to tell them that this
Hell yeah.
stuff is shit. We need to fucking scream it from the fucking rooftops. Put it on Twitter. Put the bad reviews in. By all means, watch it first before you put the bad reviews in. You might decide that the gayness is perfectly up your alley.
Oh yeah.
Way up that alley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep.
But
Mhm.
it just comes back to the same old fucking story yet again. They're pushing an agenda, they're
Yep.
pushing a message, and forsaking the actual story itself.
How much do you
Yeah,
think this is going to bleed into the live action series?
Oh, fucking course it is.
They push.
Yeah.
Of course
It will be indistinguishable. It will be
The
the same.
showrunner, I believe, is either they're not
retard?
trans. Yes,
horse
they are
face.
highly retarded, but I
It's
believe
horse face.
that they are they them.
Yeah.
A woman that claims to be not a woman. At which point, because like they like to astroturf this idea that they can somehow like blunt force lies into the truth.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's all about women empowerment, but then if that's the case, like, and we're supposed to actually believe like these lies about the like being NB and all this stupid fuckery, then once you do that, then you cease to be quote unquote a woman. So like, where's all the praise at that point in time? Shut the fuck up and just do your job, man.
Exactly. They want all the benefits of being female, but they don't want all these supposed drawbacks. And
Yep.
what a lot of those, oh my God, I'm just sorry, they're
Well,
all
Abe-
bitches. They're all
Abe can
spoiled
be
little
whatever he
bitches.
wants
And
to
what
be.
they want to do is get the
Frumpy cunts.
benefits, quote unquote. Yes, they're just
Yep.
straight up cunts. They think that men have all these benefits, and all these so-called women think that all men have these one kind of benefits, but they don't know what it's actually like being a dude and hardships that dudes have, because we all have our own hardships. So these chicks go, I want power that I think that guys
Usually women.
have.
Right.
and they want
True.
none of the drawbacks. So they want the best of both worlds and none of the drawbacks. And I was actually just talking about this with my husband the other day. How many
You have a
stories have you
husband?
heard? I know, shocker, newsflash. Fuck off.
Carry on.
Um,
You were talking about it with your husband.
We were talking about how there's multiple stories of where you'll have a woman who puts herself in a man's shoes for a while. There was one gal who literally lived as a man, passed as a man for a while, and she was just
Depressed at the end of
super
it.
depressed afterwards. Yeah.
I saw that.
And there was it's a really, really sad story. There's another one where there was this gal who had a male friend who was on dating apps and saying how hard it was, and she's like, you gotta be doing something wrong. Here, let me take over your profile for a while. And after a week, she was like, I fucking hate women. They're all assholes. They're bitches. This sucks. So you have a bunch of quote unquote non-binary, but actually women who want all these benefits and don't realize what it's like walking in somebody else's shoes. And anyways, I'm totally ADDing this rant right now. Makes me mad.
Oh yeah, I mean, all
Before
you have
you
to do
judge
is
a
look
man-
at the attachment rate on YouTube channels as well. Like, nothing against like some of my female contemporaries and whatnot, but like I know women who have like, not even tens of videos and they have hundreds of subs. And it's like, like I have to go and like, put myself onto a Discord that supports like, like 70 other creators just so I can marginally kind of like, like ratchet myself up to the point that people might watch a video when I put it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Before you judge a man, walk a mile in his shoes, because then you'll be a mile away from him and you'll have his shoes.
And you'll have his shoes.
I also, yeah, but that's going to be true. I have size 11 feet, UK.
Right. And I'm a pedestrian too, so if you take my shoes, like they're gonna be like very well worn already, so like you might not actually enjoy
Sweaty shoes.
That's right.
Tomby has negative size shoes, by the way. Just heads.
Speak for yourself, Stasis.
Hey,
Black cold feet.
I think my feet size is size 12 in America, US, so I think that's good. Yeah, that's
I've
good
got tiny
size.
Tomby's shoes follow the
I'm good at
inverse
swimming.
square law.
I'm really good at swimming.
But yeah, let's see what they have to say.
The main villain's quest quickly devolves into comic book-esque levels of camp, which is actually surprising that IGN...
Gay!
Laura's 8-episode pursuit of Devereaux and the Stones does what you expect from Womb Raider and takes us to many locations around the world, from Croft Manor, that Lara doesn't seem to want to move into, to a nearby British museum, as well as a farther off places like China, Paris, Passagarde, Mongolia, and more. Eagle-Eye Tomb Raider fans might even recognize one or two of them, which is an appreciated nod to the source material of this show. Fuck off with your fucking fans.
Yeah, the best part about it is...
there's one or two
like,
fucking Mongols on the writing cast by the sound
Mongolian.
of it.
Yeah.
Well, the best part about the show is like she's not even a Tomb Raider anymore. Everything she gets are gifts and tokens. Yeah, they're tokens of people's appreciation for like the good work that she's done. It's like
Yeah, because she's suddenly guilty for raiding all the tombs. That's why she's like, I need to give them away because I'm a whiny pussy now.
So
yeah, she's practically an aid worker.
So she's she's essentially token fucking participation trophy woman now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's what
what a puddle of shit.
You see, the thing is, they want all
as well in the show.
They want all of the women. But going back to what Yanni was saying, they want all of the women to be men, and they want all of the men to be gay.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%. That is correct.
If I could go off of that a little bit too. Yeah, exactly. They want women to basically be men with tits, and even then that's debatable because my god, most men have more tits than some of these females.
Right. That and like different tits are the rage all of a sudden.
Right. They could
Boogie has more tits than her.
My tipples.
My tipples.
I don't want to live.
They could be elevating what actual feminine strength and working with that. But no, we have to be dudes, and then they have to make all the guys gay. But even then, I'm sorry, a lot of this shit, we know this isn't legitimate LGBT. You have legit LGBT people that are looking at this and going, what the fuck? I mean, there's a whole lot of gay and lesbian individuals that look at the state of LGBT today, and they have repeatedly said, if I knew this is where we were going to end up, I wouldn't have fought for gay marriage back when we did. There's a lot of them doing that. So these guys,
and even legitimate trans people, who actually want to have their privacy. Like I've mentioned many times on the internet. I used to work at the porn shop for a number of years, and we had I had like this one specific T-girl. She was in the back pages of The Stranger because it was in the Pacific Northwest, and so like she felt safe meeting a lot of her clientele at the porn shop with me because she knew I was the kind of guy who was quick to like pull a flashlight and crack you across the fucking skull and throw you out in the street if you pulled any stupid shit. And so but and I would respectfully consider this T-girl to be like she was so feminine that to like it was one of those things where it's like I couldn't think of her as ever even being anything other than what she was, which was somebody who was just minding their own business, living their own life, not trying to make a ruckus about stupid shit that didn't need to be fucked about with.
100%, yeah.
So more to the point, like, so the thing is, right? It's like, I talk about my mother's best friend, and they've been trans my entire life. I've never ever known them to be a man. They've always been a woman to me. They're my auntie, basically. They've had the operation, they're completely post-op since before I was born. And the point is that the majority of these trans people nowadays is that it's autogynephilia and it's not actual trans, wanting to be trans. If you were to commit and have the chop, people would take you a little bit more seriously, but you're not. You're just literally dressing like a clown. That's what you look like to the majority of people. Is you just look like cosplaying.
Yeah. Yes, and it's predatory nature towards autistic kids. More often than not, and that's the other thing that's sick about it.
Yeah, if you're putting in the effort, that's one thing, but you legitimately have dudes that are like, I'm gonna put on a skirt and maybe
that's ma'am.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe put on some lipstick if I'm feeling it that day, but for the most part, it's just long, stringy, greasy hair and a skirt. And
you could never tell, right?
Anyway, sorry, I've
Excuse
totally
me, sir, could you,
derailed this.
Fuck off, please. Yeah.
No, I mean, the thing is, you're completely correct, and you haven't derailed it at all. I mean, for the most part, usually, if people keep to themselves and don't throw it in your faces, most of us don't give a flying fuck.
Yeah, I don't care if you want to wear I don't care if you want to wear a thong, but I don't want to see both of your bollocks hanging over both sides.
Right. Well, that's why they have these things called privacy rights, because you have the right to privacy, and please keep it that way. And I won't give two shits, about your life as long as you keep it in your own life. But once you actually go and overshare way too much. Yeah.
A lot of the people that claim to be trans these days are nothing more than trans trenders.
Yep.
They're not transgender at all.
Good way
Transbenders.
Yes.
And they're just clout chasing in their own weird way, and it's like it's like it's this decade's emo kid.
Are we still up on YouTube, by the way?
Yes.
They haven't kicked us off yet.
We still got people watching this, so that's fine.
Yep.
But it is today's emo, and that's the part that sucks, is that you do have teens and young adults that are falling prey to it because they think, oh, this is how you are. You're going to find yourself. You're going to be more yourself this way, and then permanent consequences.
And then you're spending the rest of your life on hormone therapy and realizing that you were castrated chemically before you even realized what the fuck that was.
And that's the thing. You're a pharmaceutical cash cow for life.
Yeah,
exactly.
And so this is the thing. I wrote an article about this on my Substack, and I called the article "Modern Solutions Require Modern Problems," and it talks about how the medical industry have come up with all these new experimental sort of methods of transing people and that sort of thing. So in order to actually test them out, because you're not allowed to test, you're not allowed to use
you need to have willing people.
Yeah, you need to have willing people to come to you and say, well, this is me. But what they're doing is they're seeding the idea in their heads. Mm-hmm. And so rather, because of things like the Nuremberg Code and all of the the human testing laws that there are, you're not allowed to just test on anybody. But if there are willing subjects and they're affirming these sort of ideas in their head, then you can test on them. You can push these.
Right. And a lot of this stuff is actually being done to push life extension technologies for the ultra rich. And most of these kids don't realize that, they're the eggs that are being broken along the way to get to this omelet on how is it that I'm going to find a way to live forever and avoid ultimate forgiveness and judgment. Because we're dealing with people that are quite literally caught up in bleeding edge demonic high-end technology that goes beyond anybody's capacity, even consider what it's actually really about. And a lot of it's some really, really dark shit. There's a reason why they refer to themselves as they, them. All you have to do is look into the Bible and you can see that, Baphomet, is a they, them. And the demons that they speak to, refer to themselves as they, them within that context. So a lot of this is really just about giving yourself over to darkness.
And remember, if you are a Christian, that it is your duty to tie a millstone to anybody who hurts a child.
Yep.
And drown them. So go for it.
Yeah.
Did
Bill
you
Gates,
pronounce it
Bill Gates has a
No,
lot
that's
to
exactly-
answer for in this world.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
Yay.
Josh Saiter, stunning and brave.
Twat.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking just comes up and just slaps a kid.
And then gets
What the
immediate
shit?
receipts.
Yeah, I'll rewind that. Just walks up, boff.
What the fuck?
The fuck?
And then,
No
and now what?
reason.
And
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good job,
yeah.
Bush.
Drag him in. The...
It actually gives him a bit of a scudding as well. Drags him around and just
I'm
keeps
going
on
to do a
going.
knee.
There we
I'm
go.
gonna- I'm
There
gonna
we
knee
go.
drop.
I
Was
would.
that Keir
That's
Starmer on
beautiful.
his off day?
Now kick him in the
Quite nice.
teeth.
I'm sure you haul out and punch him.
He
Come
tried
on.
to return the sausages to the wrong person.
Return of the sausages.
Why? Do we know why the hell he just did that?
No,
Because
because
he's
he's a
retarded.
fucking.
Just being a
Piece of
fucking
shit.
cunt.
He's
Yeah.
probably just
fucking
mental.
Okay, I'm gonna bounce this over to another story that actually Smoo found. That's actually it's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, dot that eye.
Oh yeah, that one.
Mate,
Well,
it's
it's
fucking-
old news. It's technically
It's
old
old.
news.
Technically, it's old, but
Yeah.
it's insane. Yeah.
But to be fair, that
Continue
fungus
reading.
has been existent, for a couple of years. They actually based the zombie fungus in The Last of Us on that.
Yeah, cordyceps.
On that one, the cordyceps.
Yeah.
Such
Yeah,
a
you,
great
you can
TV
actually
show.
find footage of these controlled insects and arachnids moving around that have got this fungal growth on them.
Terrifying.
It is pretty terrifying. Yeah. So zombie
Yeah.
fungus from TV show
And
The
the
Last of Us
Scottish
found in Scotland. A rainforest is home to the Gibberellula fungus, which eats and then takes over the bodies of spiders. Yeah. So totally not terrifying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
fucking.
times.
Yeah, it's fucking gated. Let's go on to
But
something
yeah,
else.
Yeah, but
No,
if you
that is
if you
what
do
haggis
remember,
and
if you
kilts are made out of.
remember, if you go into the settings of the inspector
Doodah.
and you disable Java at the bottom of the settings list, and then refresh the page, it'll take it away. Wow, you can really
The neat thing with that one is though, okay, it takes over the body of spiders. Okay, so as long as that specific thing, that specific fungus, does not move to Australia, we're good.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Because imagine fucking immortal zombie Australian spiders. Like fuck no.
Or the
Oh, thank
Baghdad
you.
spiders, the banana spiders.
Oh
Those things
man.
Kangaroos.
So
Huge.
I found a
Right.
different article based on that one from the Economic Times. So maybe we can pull that one up. Let me.
So, for those of you in the chat who don't understand, this fungus basically infests insects and then it grows inside of them and it causes them to climb to very high places.
Yes.
And then the spider will,
Spores.
or the ant or whatever, it'll just sit there and it'll grow and it'll grow and it'll grow and then eventually it'll just pop and all the spores
Will
scatter
flow
around
down.
everywhere.
Scatter. Yeah.
Really want to watch the movie Arachnophobia now.
Maybe we should. Maybe that should be our Thursday night horror film.
Maybe.
Horror. The horror, Halloween
So I got the-
movie.
I got the
likes
article.
spiders? Who doesn't? Who like at the panel?
Well-
Who doesn't
well, that
like
could work.
spiders?
So, Last
Hands
of Us
up.
fungus
Well,
that
except for
turns
the
spiders
three.
into zombies found in Scotland.
I like
Two
those.
examples of the fungus were
Hello.
found by amateur naturalist Ben Mitchell as part of the West Cowell
Oh
habitat.
no!
Fine with
One of the
spiders,
Mitchells
just
escaped
flies.
EastEnders. Oh no!
Flies are the bane of my
Leave it
existence.
out.
Like, yeah, fuck
Leave
flies.
it out, you fuckhead.
Leave it out, twat.
A fungus that turns its spider victims into zombies, the inspiration for the hit TV show Last of Us, has been found in Jockland. The Gibberellula fucking
Fungus.
fungus,
Bellend.
a type of
Bellend fungus.
cordyceps, was made famous by the video game and later television starring fucking plank-faced Bella Ramsey and Pedro fucking tiny
Pedro.
PP Pascal.
So tired
And
of
somebody
that.
found out a fact about Pedro the other day.
Yes, that you could take the R out of his name.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which I've been jokingly referring to him as the entire time, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
he's
there
got
was
the
another
mustache
fact I
for it.
didn't know about.
Yeah, I mean, I thought clearly the mustache was like the thing that gave it away from the start. I mean, because
I
it's like,
mean,
dude, yeah, I mean, he wasn't even trying to hide it, and the fact that he's supported as much as he is by Hollywood kind of
Yep.
substantiated that. Oh, this must be the case. What is it about him that makes him so desired after, like, you know, all these different you know, film productions and whatnot? It's like, well, clearly, you know, he's, you know, probably frequented a few white parties or, you know, found his way onto
No,
Sea
he's
Island.
P.
no,
Diddy's.
like, maybe the thing is, did you know who his sister is?
Yeah.
Who?
Have a look at his sister, who wasn't a sister. When they were
What?
younger,
That's
they were
the fact
brothers.
I found out recently.
Yep.
Is
They
there?
were brothers.
Okay, I'm out of the
literally,
loop.
yes, he has.
Yep.
I think I can't remember her name now. Yeah,
Jeff.
and she's
Bob.
a prominent Bob.
Dave.
Bob the
Bob.
transsexual.
Carl.
Carl,
So he's got a
yes.
trans
We're
sister.
going to. Yeah, now sister. Put her. His sister.
She passes.
Yeah,
The interesting
Tumby.
fact about that,
She's a
that
model
fungus.
and things like that. But that
Sounds-
is literally why the ally community.
Sounds like someone's trying to talk to me.
Yeah, Tumby, just check the private chat and have a look at those spiders.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask him for a cup of tea.
Pedro Rascal and
I'll take a cup
Pedro
of tea.
Pascal.
The fun fact about this discovery is that it has only been recorded 10 times in the last 70 years. So it must have been there must have been fairly recently, if you really think about it. And yeah, it was made by an amateur naturalist, well, Ben Mitchell, and he shared his excitement, constantly saying it's been a great part of the project. It's not in this article, but like in the other article I shared.
Oh, Garland Butte as well. Yeah.
And then they
And,
gave the people from Glasgow, and they've just been injecting it for the last 20 years.
It's called Stella Artois, so they've been drinking it all
Chop
the
it and
time.
snort
mate.
it on a Friday night.
Stella Artois.
Yeah.
That's what
Fucking
Mountain
can
Dew
I
is.
smash it up and snort it? Fuck it, go for it.
If only it were Phil Mitchell, he could have saved us all.
All right, Pat. It's a soldier, all right.
Maybe that's why they get all them zombie people in
But
Birmingham around the ball.
I mean, just look at that image. That image right there. That's when it's completely like taken over. You know,
Bloom, yeah.
Yeah.
it is
Full
insane
bloom.
looking.
It wouldn't
Ben
take
Mitchell, the
much for that-
scientist who discovered it, was recorded as saying, "Fuck this shit, our moot."
I'm over here. I'm
after Moon.
You look at shit like this. I mean, you look at shit like this. It wouldn't probably take much for that to fucking transfer over to fucking humans.
Well, especially with
Probably
the amount
not.
of genetic modification they do. You know,
Yeah.
they have already started to make it so that they can get worm silk and spider silk into goats, and they
Yeah.
use it. And what they do is they milk the goats, right? And they use those
Yeah.
proteins to make threads from. Weird
That's
shit.
correct.
But goats
Fucking
are also
crazy fucking
goats are
bastards, man.
very close to human DNA, just like sheep are. So you can kind of see
Spider
that
goat,
they're
spider goat does whatever a spider goat can.
If we haven't got a goat, we have only got a bull. What you been milking?
Abe just sent me this as well. Huge cardinal spiders could be in your home.
I blame the Australians.
This is like just full of fucking bloody adverts. What fucking website have you fucking given me? You fucking
Wait for the
turd?
pop-up.
Nightmare.
gave you internet cancer.
You gotta see what the
Are they
spiders come
dangerous?
out of.
Yeah.
Have you not been on
That's
Abe's?
no
Ping pong ball.
Have you not been to Abe's ad farm before?
Ad.
Virus.
Oh, look at that.
Dang, that's a
Mate, look at that. But the problem
what's
with
a
this
scowl?
is
What
that
is a scowl?
it's a false image, because where's the banana for scale?
Yeah.
Well,
There's no way of understanding if this is 10-foot wide arachnophobia or 8-legged freaks.
Yeah, it does give you a breakdown of its size in the article.
Yeah, I lived in Savannah, Georgia for a number of years when I was going to art school, and the banana spiders down there are about the size of.
You can really die. Wow.
Shirt off.
No, not
Great.
again.
No!
It's cool. Now I've seen it. I like the shirt.
Maybe he's born with it.
Maybe it's
Maybelline.
Maybelline.
Maybe it's Gabeline.
Ah, there it is.
I'll drop my earpiece.
You dropped your ear penis. What?
Mm-hmm.
Got an
Cardinal
ear-
Don't they say,
spiders
sorry, out of spiders, don't they say like humans eat
recorded to
4
grow
or
up to
5
14
speeders a
centimeters.
day?
That's not fucking very big at all, though.
Oh, it's bigger than
14
yours.
centimeters?
14 centimeters is fuck all. I mean, tarantulas are bigger than 14.
It's like 5.5 inches. That's like that's not a lot.
That is Tommy's leg.
I know it might be my fucking leg.
What's his foot?
That might be my fucking leg size, but it's still a fucking small spider.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're basically just a really gross-looking spider compared to
You
most of
can't
them.
call Tommy that. Stop it.
Yeah, but
Getting a
the
bit
thing
on
is,
fucking bit,
these
mate.
spiders we get out in the gardens all the time, no, Abe?
Yeah, I see
are
those
just
spiders
standard
over here
spiders.
everywhere.
Well, the banana spiders are called that because they generally have like a yellow hue to them, and then there's like the camel
Oh, I
spiders
thought it was
that
because
are
they
over.
had dicks the size of the
No,
bananas.
I mean, I'm looking at that. I bet
No,
you how old Greg is. He's had worse crabs.
Now camel spiders over in the sandbox in Iraq and Iran.
Not
Now
fire
those
today.
ones are actually really fucking like big and kind
Yeah,
of.
I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is, when I was out in the Gulf, camel spiders, they're fucking huge.
Yeah,
I know we're
they're
causing
like the size
everything
of crabs
from.
and shit.
Well,
The size of
thing
camels.
is that a lot of the guys that were being bitten by them were coming down with necrotizing fasciitis, and it literally just the skin was just falling off them.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah,
Either
it's
that or
horrible.
they'd started using crocodile.
Crocodile.
No, I swear to God, I'm just like bitten by a lot of spiders, man. Like,
Yeah, just spiders. Yeah.
just the spiders.
I actually think, Tomby, that one of the biggest causes of, like one of the biggest injuries from like the Iraq War and stuff like that was that necrotitis that you're talking about.
Right.
Necrotizing fasciitis, yeah.
Whatever it is.
And because these bastards were crawling into Bergen's sleeping bags, shoes, everything.
Yep.
Oh wow.
They were fucking everywhere. And these fuckers used to chase us.
Yeah.
Because every now and again they'd just get super aggressive and used to fucking chase us around. Little fucks.
And people
Going
wonder
around
why
the corner
people
with
in the
fucking
Arab
baseball
world
bats and shit.
Yeah, people wonder why people in the Arab world are so angry.
Are they the
Kill
ones
that
that
shit
bury
with fire,
themselves in the
man.
sand?
Yeah.
Yeah, they bury themselves in the sand because it gets too fucking hot.
Have you ever seen the movie Scorpion King with The Rock? You know that one where they're like,
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically that's it.
Tommy used to
Yeah.
ride them.
With the worst CGI
Everybody
ever.
else is like, look at that little spider. Tommy's there.
I don't even remember that movie. I was too intoxicated.
Worst
That was
CGI
probably the best
ever.
decision you can make to watch it. Yeah.
It was the
Corridor
best
Crew.
experience. Yeah.
Corridor Crew actually redid that scene and updated it with modern day graphics and
Yeah,
everything.
it's The Mummy 2. It's not Scorpion King. It was The Mummy 2 it was.
The
Because
Mummy
when they
Two
go...
got the bad one.
Yeah,
but
it's the one
Scorpion
that
King's
set it
got
up
the-
for the Scorpion King
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mummy 2, is with
The Mummy Returns.
literally, yeah. I don't know what they were doing. It better. Here we go.
Wasn't that one of The Rock's first major roles?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's CG. He got a back. He got
Because
a
this is when
flashback,
he's still
and then he
just
got this.
being
Those
part of
props.
ensemble.
Here we go.
casting.
Wait for the bit where he looks around.
Oh
yeah,
no!
I know. It's the
I
it's
had
the
gotten this out of
snarly
my
look.
memory.
Mate, it's the snarly look on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Rubbermaid.
people's eyebrow.
Can you
that he does.
smell what the Scorpion King is cooking?
Look at my face.
God, Goro looks more realistic from like the fucking original Mortal Kombat at this
Oh,
point in
bloody
time.
hell,
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen actual cosplays that look better than that.
100%, no exaggeration.
Yeah.
Of
Oh,
I've seen
bad.
trans people that look more convincing than that.
Shit.
That's a 20 pinter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fire.
No.
What's Johnny Somali doing in this movie?
And ladies and gentlemen, the head editor of IGN.
I can't remember what their excuse was. There was some lame excuse of why they didn't do it. It's like after
time.
Yeah, they were just like
they didn't have enough time to render all of the necessary pixels for the CGI.
No, they were just like we only started this job yesterday.
You gotta understand like his frustration though, because it's like the lower half of him that's scorpion, so like he's got like a scorpion dick.
Oh, sad. I'd be pissed too.
I guess the question is, John, what does a scorpion dick look like?
I don't know, probably the stinger. I don't know.
The stinger in reverse. He kind of
wants to put that in their Google search history.
That's right.
Look at Stasis Geek. He's got his little pinky out.
No, that actually was his penis.
His little dog's lipstick.
Imagine that.
Right, fuck it. I'm gonna put this on because I think this is actually a massive feat of fucking engineering. Even though Neil deGrasse Tyson,
they got you step-ups.
He's a
Oh,
fucking
God.
idiot.
He is.
He is one of the biggest, dumbest cunts I've ever fucking seen in my life. Neil deGrasse Tyson is a product of affirmative action, and he has the most basic college level astrophysics takes.
Right.
Yeah.
He's
And
only
science
slightly
in
more of a
general.
scientist than Bill Nye the Science Guy, who is in no way at all a scientist. He's just an actor.
Well,
no, I mean, so
defaulted to calling themselves science educators and not actual scientists.
No, but all right. So Neil deGrasse Tyson actually has some degrees, right?
Right,
There's no denying it, right?
Sure.
But what my point is that it's almost like the teacher just went, he's a bit dumb. We'll just write it, and we'll give him
It's
participation
easier to push him through the
bachelor's
system
degree.
than to actually try to teach him, because that's just going to take too much time and effort. And so, you know, like
way too much effort in trying to get around his ego. That's his problem.
right.
Anyway, but this is science.
Now that we've ranted about,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Science trademark.
I thought this would be quite interesting for the fact that they've been failing for so long to do this. Now, there's been reusable shuttles and things like that in the past that were created by NASA, but as far as I'm aware, they've never been in this kind of shape or docked at this kind of velocity.
Right.
You are correct, Abe. The shuttles have never been in this shape before. They've never been rocket shaped before.
Penis shaped.
Yes.
Dick.
But more to the point,
Fuck
right?
the
So
sky.
more to the point.
What are you doing?
That one of the interesting things to note about it is that, like, if you look at all, there was a graph that I saw the other day, and it was like all of the sort of rocket launches that have been like from NASA and everything, and then as soon as Elon Musk takes over like space travel, there are thousands of launches, or like hundreds and hundreds of launches. But what the graph shows is the cost of the launches. So through all the NASA years, right, it's like really, really high cost, and now they're launching for like $200. Or
Well,
you have to remember,
is
it $200 or $200 million?
It was a whole bunch of Black Ops shit that they were just trying to,
$1 million.
$1 million.
Yeah, America's synonymous for charging
playing
way
this?
too much because they've got 30 different Black Ops programs that they don't want anybody to ever know anything about.
Of course.
So
Of course. Yeah, well, let's play it anyway.
Yeah, play the video because this is awesome.
Two seconds. I just want to see, because I want to just look at the answer to the point you were making, Jack. So, looking at fucking dick. So you've got Space Shuttle, which was 51,000 odd per space flight. Saturn V rocket about 5,000. Starship, or SpaceX, is about 800. It's about 600 per space flight.
Yeah, but now look at what they've got it down to. It's like 200.
Yes, bang on 200. Bang on 200 for Starship. It's currently an estimate because obviously they haven't actually done too many. But Starship estimate $200. $200.
Yep.
$200 per kilogram.
There we go. Yeah.
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 That's the scale. $200 per kilogram. That's cheap as fuck, considering it was $51,000 per kilogram with space shuttle.
Yep.
It's fucking insane.
And considering that only 8 years ago, Starship was literally just the sort of back in the old days where they did like UFOs, and it was just like 4 legs, and it would like it would hover above the ground. That's what they were doing like 6 years ago, and they've slowly and surely built it into this fucking 6-story
reusable rocket.
Right.
20-story reusable rocket.
Yeah.
Right, and unlike Bezos's cock rocket, like this is actually like going to have more of an impact on the world than like just like making
Jeff
like
Bezos.
a few, making a few Jagos feel as though like they're special and like astronauts when all they're really doing is just being rich people and like fucking the sky in a cock rocket.
Yep.
Fucking the sky in the cock rocket. I love that. That's fucking
Yeah, that actually sounds pretty cool. Yeah. I just fucked the sky.
With a cock rocket.
I think I saw the video under that title.
Looks like
Fucking Jesus Christ, Jeff.
Exactly.
CEO
Fucking
entrepreneur, born in 1964. Evil, Dr. Evil.
Yeah, I wanted to bring this up because, I mean, the thing is, this is an actual massive engineering accomplishment to send something up and then controllably bring it back down for recapture and reuse. So, yeah, let's just give it its credit and let's just watch this. It's the fact that it just went through the sound barrier as it's coming down.
Yeah, when it's just about to reach the floor, it's still going like almost twice the speed of sound.
Yes. I mean, look at it. This is fucking insane. Massive amounts of thrust.
Oh yeah. Look at all that thrust,
yeah,
baby.
God, that's incredible.
I mean, it hovers. It literally hovers.
Right, like you saw this
And
shit
then
in sci-fi
fully
movies
docks.
decades ago. Like
Yeah.
this used to be absurd.
Yeah.
I love the crowd. I love the crowd so much.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, that this crowd is seeing something for the first time ever happened. So, 100% fucking jump up and joy. I'm just going to rewind.
If that was a British crowd, we would just be like,
just to this point here. I honestly thought
Well
that
done.
bird
Well done.
was just
Well
going to go.
done. Well done.
Get burnt? That would have been fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, the bird!
Yeah, that would have been fucking hilarious if that obviously, it would be a big fucking bird.
Yeah.
It's like splat. But
there's more footage that Elon posted.
Yeah.
Yeah, from a different angle.
Yeah, it might be worth bringing that one up as well.
Well, the onboard camera is a really good one because it actually shows you where it docks with the chopsticks.
Oh.
There's a Chinese? What?
Yes, there is a Chinese.
But sadly,
So-
sadly without the fried bird.
Yeah, and the free prawn crackers.
No, it was a fried dog.
I mean, just look at this
Chicken
post.
and watermelon.
SpaceX will try to catch the largest ever flying object with robot chopsticks. Fucking legend.
Karate Kid at a whole new level.
Where is
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking!
Yeah, if you go to Elon's main profile, it's one of the first things on his timeline.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah, I'd pin that to my timeline if I was. That's something to be proud over.
Elon Musk.
I'm not seeing it.
Hold on, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, post it.
Down on the old
Give it me in the
road.
butty. This one.
No, it's a different one. This one?
Yeah,
is
no,
from
that's the one.
This
Yeah.
is from the Mexican angle.
The Mexican angle, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Sonic Boom!
Venga, vamos!
Señores y señoras, ahí viene.
Haha, Sonic Boom! He's so funny!
Ahí viene el booster. Hace con nosotros. Ahí viene el booster.
Oh, no me gusta.
¡Vamos! ¡Vamos! ¡Tú puedes! ¿No entiende? ¡Ahí está! ¡Sí! ¡Tú puedes!
Ah,
You can do it, he's saying. Tú puedes. You can do it.
¡Venga, amigo!
Aquí viene.
Come on,
Muchachos, ahí está la
friend.
torre. Ahí está la torre.
Fucking sound.
Ba-dum,
man.
ba-dum. I love that crunchy
Yeah, that,
rocket sound,
that
man.
crackle of just pure power as it just basically turning the air to plasma.
Right?
Perfectly docked.
God, that's amazing.
It's a much better dock than like that shit that happened, in the most recent seasons of Doctor Who, as I have taken to calling it.
Oh, nobody watched that shit.
No, nobody would. Nobody should.
Did you?
No.
So there was another one, was there?
There was someone who posted something about taking their daughter to see the rocket launch, and the caption was, "Why did I take my daughter to see this latest SpaceX rocket launch?" or something like that. And immediately in my head, I went, "To deafen her?" when you're there in the presence of a sonic boom, it is fucking tremendous. It is like have you ever been to a firework display and like they're going off right above your fucking head and you can feel them punching through your chest?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like that. And then of course you've got the added rumble, all that crunchy.
Here we go. It's the control, the
Raptor engines.
the rocket,
the gimbaling of the rockets.
Yes, it's fucking tremendous.
And although it looks like it makes contact with the tower, it doesn't.
Megadilla has popped the booster.
Perfectly in place as well.
Right?
This is absolutely insane.
Fucking obscene.
I mean,
that's
the
shaft
beauty...
control,
Yeah, and that's the thing. The beauty of it is the gimbaling of the rockets, right? So as I was saying, just before it ignites those engines, it's like free falling at twice the speed of sound. And within the space of like 10 seconds, it's got to ignite those engines, and it's got to find the XY value, in relation to the ground. It's got to find the XY value, and the rockets have to gimbal, and it has to work all of this out within the space of like 10 fucking seconds.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm still wrapping my brain around
the thing is, this is where my engineering and control circuits come into play, because you have cameras, lasers tracking these things from the ground, relaying data instantly back to the ship. It understands its orientation in space, understands distance to travel, everything, future points of intercept, all comes together in a nice big algorithm. And that's what you get. You get a fucking modern engineering
It's a great
marvel.
feat of engineering, yeah.
Fucking is.
I mean,
and then
I've been pretty critical of SpaceX for years and years because everything they did was always inferior to something that NASA already had developed. But this is the first time where I'm like, you know what? Fair enough.
Well, I mean, the thing is, this is what Neil deGrasse Tyson's whole argument was, is that whatever SpaceX is doing, they're not doing anything
super
new.
hot.
Yeah. Smooth, you're really, really hot, mate.
Yeah, sounds like you're in the middle of a turbine fan.
That could be because I haven't changed anything.
Wow.
You are super loud.
I've not changed anything.
We can hear the whistle in your nose.
That's probably the fan from my laptop, but I haven't changed anything.
It's the whistle in your nose. Like, we can literally hear everything.
Oh, no,
It's gone now.
Oh, now it's gone.
How bizarre.
That's weird.
It turned the echo cancellation off for some reason. That was weird. And I was just off stage real quick because I was doing a call.
Yeah, no, it's
Gremlins,
all good.
dude.
It's all good.
Issues with it.
Gremlins.
But this coming back to what I was saying. This is what Neil deGrasse Tyson was trying to intimate: is SpaceX hasn't done anything new whatsoever at no point in time. NASA's done everything before. It's just all a gimmick.
Basically.
Yeah.
And that's
seeing this, you can't say that anymore.
No, but
yeah, I think
that's what he said as a response to this.
Sorry, there is technology out there that nobody's ever utilized the way SpaceX has done. Like in the first ones to do auto landing, San Diego Airport. They've got that tracking device. Literally, the pilots just put their hands up, don't land the aircraft. It's scary as shit. That's been going on for like 10, 15 years. Pilots don't land the aircraft. Like that.
It would be nice to have enough fuck you money to get Neil deGrasse Tyson to shut up for just even half a day. So
God, yes,
Neil deGrasse Tyson never shuts up. That's the problem.
I know.
Yeah, but this stuff is I think this is more of if you actually look what it can bring to humanity, I suppose, things like that, and not just this landing, but what it can do to explorate the moons of different planets, getting the minerals to figure out how we're going to advance our technology. That's the interesting shit. This, nobody's had the balls to do it. Thank God SpaceX, Elon Musk and his backers or whatever has done it, because otherwise, we need to do this, because otherwise we're going to become a dead world. It's literally
I mean, you look at 100, 200 years in the future, you will have landing platforms similar to this on all of the different planets in the solar system that we can land on, and we can actually harvest materials, whatever it may be, Mars, you name it. There'll be these platforms, and it's the method that they'll use up until a point where we iterate past it and innovate past it. But it's a viable solution. Yeah, go for it, Jack.
I just want to point out as well that there is another half of this entire project. This getting the rocket, the booster to land within those chopsticks there, right? There is another half to this project, and that is the actual Starship itself. And so one of the things that they've been doing over all of these tests is purposefully destroying rockets, purposefully destroying starships. In fact, they purposefully left the heat tiles off some of them to see how hot the temperatures got, basically.
Yep.
So they're putting cameras on the fins and that sort of thing, so that we can actually see it. And even though, in the last launch, I think it was in the Starship 5, one of the launch fins, one of the fins, basically, it almost completely melted off. But it still made it through the atmosphere, and it was still gimbaling. It was still able to actuate, you know what I mean? And then this time, they actually got it to land in the Indian Ocean, right smack bang on target, and that was because in all the previous versions of Starship, they purposefully fucking destroyed it. They knew that they weren't, but they were hoping it might work, but they were betting your bottom dollar that it was gonna fucking burn up and be completely destroyed.
They were essentially trying to learn the survivor bias of the re-entry. How far can we break this machine?
Right.
And before it's not viable anymore.
Right, and that's something that any good designer worth their salt will actually do. When I was in game design, and I kind of transitioned to what I was trying to do when Rockstar was trying to hire me. They wanted me to go into the design course, and at that point in time, I had a little bit of actual time on the clock as being in QA. And I just simply told him, I was like, look, I haven't been doing game design for 10 years. And I would much rather just get in on the bottom rung and let my talent, skill, and ability speak for me, and just put me in your QA department. If I'm actually, worth anything, then I'll be able to evolve out of that. But quite honestly, that's how you actually make games stronger, is breaking the living shit out of every little fucking detail, so that you can actually build it back stronger and build past those weaknesses and actually have an even stronger foundation. And that's something that a lot of game companies don't even, it doesn't even enter into their thought process, their actual methodology. And so, the concept stage of like, well, let's break this, let's break that, let's figure out how the breakdown even works so that we can actually learn how to build beyond it.
That's too much effort for the average game company these days, though.
Right, but even, and it's not, but that goes beyond game companies. Like what we're talking about here is actual legitimate engineering and things like that. And if you don't have engineers that aren't willing to learn how to like break shit, so that they can actually figure out how to like prevent the breakage from even happening in the first place, you have to understand every aspect of your tools, and like the tools of destruction are what you're going to be the things that actually fuel your tools of creativity.
It almost seems like the current game development sort of process is fuck it, we'll do it live. Like we'll push a product out live, and we'll get the people who paid money for it to do the testing for us and to break it.
Yep. Error 404's in the house, guys. Fucking sneaking in there. How you doing, sir?
Hi. We don't see him often these days.
Holy shit, he must have woken up.
There was a Japanese engineer who I think I can't remember, they launched a new to one of the moons, and they couldn't work out how to land it. But they said all these failures helped them work out how to land this probe to do some drilling. Exactly. And it was literally, they said they've learned more on the successes.
Smashing into it.
They've learned more on the failures than they've ever done on these successes.
Well, one of the things I noticed. One of the things I noticed following up this. One of the things I noticed following up this was see these grid fins they use to sort of navigate through the air and steer it.
Yes.
When they separate Starship from the booster, they do what they call a boost back burn. So the Starship engines fire, and what it did, and what it was maybe 20 seconds max. But the power of the Starship engines actually melted the steel grid fins, and those things.
You're talking about the hot staging.
Yeah, the hot staging. So the hot staging ring would sit on top of that, and they throw that out. But those grid fins, they took the full force of the backwash from the engines, and they actually melted and warped. So actually, you can see on one of the videos in slow motion how they're heating up and then warping. Within the grid structure on that, so they're going to have to fix those.
But this is where, and I'll let you go in a second, Jack. This is where decent control circuits with proper feedback come into it. Because I mean, you look at F-35 fighter jet, that actually physically cannot fly in the sky without the computer running, because the computer's actually doing so many calculations to make sure it stays in the air. This is doing pretty much exactly the same. All of the damage is just going into one big algorithm that says, in order for me to stay viable, I need to now compensate for this damage in such and such a way. So all of their failures, like Jack's been saying, is teaching that algorithm how to recover from a bad situation. And that is proper command control circuit, control circuits and decent engineering. Yeah, go for it, Jack.
Well, I was going to say another interesting thing about the grid fins is that on previous launches, they don't usually deploy the grid fins until after the boost back burn. But what they did this time was that they had the grid fins opened on launch. So they wanted to test whether or not they could have the grid fins already actuated and out and still make it through the atmosphere through launch and put up with all those stresses. And because it saved processing power, and it saved time having to just actuate those whilst it was falling through the fucking sky. I think one of the very interesting things about this entire thing was that it was, although it was a success, it was still actually a little bit of a failure, because if you watch the entire video from sort of like after it's landed. The bottom where the rockets are, it's on fire, and it stays on fire. It's still burning after it's been caught, and they had to depress the entire tank from the top so that it stopped the fire from the bottom, basically. So there were still some failures in it, and as Greg was saying, it melted the grid fins. So even if only those are the bits that have to be reproduced, then I guess that's a good reduction in costs.
Two seconds. 2 seconds. Abe, you were going to say something after Jack?
Yeah, well, just following on from that, I think it was Thomas Edison who said, I didn't fail 1,000 times. I just discovered 1,000 ways something doesn't work.
Yep.
And harking back to what we were saying before, the fact that this has happened, again, demonstrates that competition is good for everybody.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and all they really have to do is implement like a halon system to help kind of, take the oxygen out of that part of the process so that it can help kind of knock down those fires a little bit faster.
That would have to be a tower.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It would actually be on the tower itself where the chopstick hands are. It would just, once it gets into that zone, it's just basically just, spewing out, chemicals,
retardants.
Retardants, to help.
Just throw retards at it. Yes, that's how we.
Exactly.
That's how we solve two issues at the same
take care of a
time.
lot of problems. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 issues at the same time. Greg, you were going to say?
Yeah, there was some other damage to it, I think, as well. One of the fins on the bottom, that's sort of reinforcement structures, lost some cladding off that, and that was all ripped off. But that just seems to be like a welding issue, probably more than anything.
Yeah.
And it didn't damage the structure.
Yeah.
And then Elon said that some of the bells on the engines, because when it was coming down, it was super hot because it was going through all the air friction.
Yeah, the cowling.
Yeah, and they were saying some of those melted and warped under the pressure. Yeah. Well, they didn't disintegrate. They're out of shape, which in a rocket is not ideal.
Another thing as well, when Starship actually landed in the Indian Ocean, I'm not too sure whether it was a purposeful thing that was done by SpaceX so that anyone who got there first couldn't recover the technology, but after it had actually landed in the ocean, it exploded. So Starship actually, blew up after it landed in the Indian Ocean.
Most back ends in India explode.
Yes.
Probably installed a beeper in it.
Had a lot of curry on the
Definitely
re-entry,
foreigners' back ends, especially when they drink the water.
I think one of the reasons
the rocket got Delhi belly.
One of the reasons it might explode is because it's really, really hot when it's coming down, and then it's going into the ice cold ocean. So the temperature differences would cause it to rupture, and then it would explode.
Not the chicken fowl the night before.
Kind of like the that ending in Aliens 3,
I think Smooth was going to say something.
They installed beepers in it to remote detonate it.
Right.
Yes.
They've got to have a fail system in it.
Yes. Call
also
me.
shared some
I need
pictures
some
in
food.
the
Get me
Discord.
Indian curry. Bang. Yeah, done.
Bang. I shared some pictures of the
screaming
SpaceX
Montezumas.
rocket in the Discord. The first SpaceX rocket that was shot in space.
Shot in space.
Space, yes.
Oh yeah, because you were saying about the Europa mission as well, weren't you, Stasis? Which they launched the day after this on the Falcon. Was it the Falcon Heavy or the SLS?
It was the Falcon Heavy, I believe.
Heavy. And that's the one that I was saying was 180 million per launch, whereas its rival is 4 billion a launch. So the cost savings, in terms of getting a spaceship out to Europa, out to Jupiter, saving off 3.8 billion. You can spend that on extra science and maybe even pay Neil deGrasse Tyson to shut the fuck up for a day.
Yeah,
we got 6 years to wait.
That's the fuck you money. Yeah,
I would last 6 years to find out. Did anything happen?
Yeah. But you look at the James Webb Space Telescope. I mean, the way that was launched, the anxiousness, and even when it was found to have issues and flaws with some of the mirrors, a couple of the mirrors had a micrometeorite hits on them. They still managed to get something that's working and it's teaching us all sorts.
Another Tesla investors were shitting themselves when the first rocket launched. They were like, "Oh, holy shit! What's going to happen to our stock?"
Yeah,
I remember
Yanni
that.
sent me this nugget.
Oh no, that's the parody one. That's not the right one.
Oh, what?
That's not the. I noticed that you put it in the Discord here. I'm putting it in private chat. That's the
Fucking
parody
hell,
one.
I think I know where this is
so
going.
You gotta watch
go
the
so
OG
to-
one first.
Let's watch the OG. Let's watch the OG one
I
first.
think
So,
that's
so
escape there.
this is,
I know.
I'll have
Hey,
everybody
eraser,
know,
huh?
this is supposed to be real masculinity. This is what y'all are
Peak
supposed to be.
masculinity, huh?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
no, this is
Babylon
real
Bee one, but the
masculinity.
real
This
one
is what
even
real
worse.
men are like. So this is what you're supposed to be
Holy
striving
fuck,
for.
man! Look at the size of
Yes,
this.
there it is.
custard.
We're off to a great start.
Oh,
Is
this
that
is
Boogie?
I'll explain it when it's done.
Old McBoogie
wasn't
had a
it-
farm.
Wasn't it later understood that all of these were just actors?
Yes, these are
Yes.
all actors.
Yes.
And
Yep.
Fucking
got
hell.
some fun facts about them too.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Cool.
Love that
Let's watch this fuck nugget.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, man.
And I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Meat.
Man enough to cook my steak rare.
What the
You're going
fuck,
beyond
man?
the golden.
Hold on. Fucking,
Oh, what is this?
I don't know, but
Huh?
Bruce Campbell is awesome. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
go
yeah,
down
Bruce
Campbell just
how-
had to, like,
how-
step in to give
Oh,
it
there
some
we go.
testosterone
Okay, let's
for a second.
let's try not to talk over it then. Let's watch it.
What's with the variety bit? That's weird.
I don't know what happened there, but I
That was
just
an ad
wanted
of some
I just
sort.
wanted to stop on this
Yes.
Yeah.
absolute mega queef.
No, it's such a
Such a chat.
He's
Real masculinity, my
Fucking
friend.
pose.
he screams beta, and I don't even have to look at the. I
Hold on a
didn't
minute.
even look at the video
This is
before.
soy boy beta bitch made to the max, man.
100%, yeah.
Do you know? I'm actually
Look at that
slightly
stupid fucking hat
concerned.
he's wearing.
It's not just that, but I'm actually slightly concerned that if you put glasses on him, he looks like Jack.
I know. That's
Don't give me ideas, Tommy. Hang on a second.
I was
Hang on.
thinking that,
Hang on.
but it's also like he's sitting on a
Yeah.
dildo.
Which we know Jack does all the time. Yeah, next time we need your camera zoomed out, and you got to be sitting like this on your next net.
Oh,
excuse me,
fuck
best
yeah.
dash
Please
cam.
go
Like
find a
pose.
park
Can you
bench.
tilt your-
Tommy,
can you tilt to the left? Just to the left. Just
Mate,
slightly.
Can you do me a solid and no, actually never mind. I'll do it myself. Hang on. Hold
I
on.
bet Stasis is doing some Photoshop work right now.
I opened up Paint, folks. I've opened up Paint just now.
Uh-oh.
Give me-
Oh,
More pooter man magic.
Yes,
I
yes,
know,
well,
no, but this is either really like, as you say, they're actors. Like this is just really bad
Fucking
directing.
what's
It's just
John
like,
doing?
fuck it.
Some
Put
saggy
your hands
bitch
there.
All the
because that
above.
doesn't look well.
Like he's what they call skinny fat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the wrong kind of fat.
right. Let's carry on watching.
To cook my steak rare.
Man.
Rare.
You've never eaten a
afraid
fucking
Out
steak
of
in
my
your life.
daughter's hair.
You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast. I ain't afraid of
You eat
bears.
That's
everything
what bear
for
hugs
breakfast.
was for.
Glitching.
Mate,
What
he
is going
just
on with the video?
he just didn't fucking stop eating.
I'll tell you another
Right.
thing I sure as shit am not afraid of. Women.
I'm not afraid of women.
I'm not afraid of women.
They want to control their bodies.
Lies.
Fucking hell! Which way is he fucking looking? He's looking in two different fucking directions.
Every direction.
Look how clean these sets are.
I can't even read the fucking teleprompter.
Mate, this fucker's been drinking too much fucking moonshine. He's looking in two different fucking directions. He's
He's the most masculine out of this whole thing.
Who even says that his left eye is real?
No.
Yeah.
It's when
That
you
red
ask.
glass.
No, he's the guy when you ask what are you looking at, he just says everything.
I'm a chameleon, motherfucker.
I'm looking at all three of you.
Face. He's had a little too much spice. Melange.
Yeah, he's looking into the future.
No, wait.
I think
You know what he had? He had a full week of Chipotle and needs to shit. That's that look like oh shit, motherfuckers.
He's been doing IGN meth.
Yes.
That is one of the cleanest mechanics places I've ever seen.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Thank you.
spanking.
Look at the background. Look at this whole background. Look at the
Where's
truck.
the naked woman
There-
kind of?
Right.
Exactly. Thank you. Everything is
That's the
fucking
set.
pristine and clean. You don't
They go for
never
it.
trust a shop or a truck that's clean.
Yeah,
Even
there's,
the
there's,
pickup
there's,
switch,
no
even he's
grease
like, yeah.
stains.
No.
There's no grease stains or anything on that fucking snap-on fucking.
He's the fucking.
Fig fringe.
He's
And
the
there's
Wa-
not even
he's
grease
the
stains on
Walter
him.
White. He's the Walter White of the mechanic world. He's everything's got to be clean
Yeah.
before we
And look at
start.
those-
They want to use
Cook.
Dude, he's got like no actual gun work. Like I can't trust that guy has actually lifted a fucking tranny or anything other than like one that like we were talking about earlier.
I mean, look at this
very waifish
fucking
one.
poor guy's fucking pony, man.
Is that you have to start family?
Yeah, I bet he's been.
How small
Yeah.
is that horse though by hand? That's
It's
a
a pony.
tiny horse.
It's not a
This
fucking
guy's
horse.
tiny horse.
This guy
It's a
looks like
fucking
he just
pony.
escaped to
Camp.
He's a brony
He's on
pony.
like- Oh, no, but
Yeah.
no, but I'm saying, is he? It looks like he's standing on a box. Look how his legs are.
He's either 9 foot tall, and that's a normal horse.
Yeah, but
or
who
it's a
stands
pony
like that as a
and he's on a
man? Who
box.
stands that close legs unless you're on parade?
Oh, he's totally
That's a good
standing on a
point.
box.
Tommy,
yeah,
Tommy,
that's on a
check
box.
the Discord.
Fuck's sake.
Check the Discord real quick.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Open link.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there he
There we
is.
go. That's the one.
Fucking
Hi
post
there.
that shit on
I
Twitter.
like to sit on the back of my pickup truck with my hands on my hips. Hi there.
You know how you sound like?
Mate, you're gonna get some
This
Photoshop
guy from
this week.
fucking Family Guy.
Have you seen the Jaws parody in Family Guy when he's looking
Family
at
Guy.
the people
Yeah.
swimming?
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
That's the people swimming up there.
It's him, that's what I'm doing. It is. I see you got some soda there underneath your chair. That's okay. Soda's all right on my watch.
You get down there, fat ass.
Get your ass back here.
I love the alien version of that, where he's like,
Yeah, I got a little mouth inside too.
I like to eat people from other planets.
Fuck's sake. You fucking bunch of cunts. Trying to watch a fucking movie, yeah?
But also, where did they find discount DMX? I'm asking for a friend.
Gay.
No, they just took his
What
concept.
exactly
That's
is
the
it that
double
X is
Google
going to be
uses for
giving
all of
to
his
me?
parties.
Olive oil with 2 fingers.
X gonna give it to you.
Diddy's gonna give it to you.
Gonna give it to you.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, this is the one.
Stop. Not so fast, y'all. You think you can just up and run away? You crazy. I like to eat people from other planets, especially y'all.
I like to eat you with my little mouth, too.
Oh, now y'all get back up inside me, little mouth.
I want to play, too.
Get back inside. I'll get you when we's eating them.
So I just tweeted out the picture on Twitter.
Fuck yes.
It's got 1.2 million retweets.
Fuck yeah.
This is how
I'm
Chinway
fucking
gets on the
going
map.
for it.
And fun.
Honestly, I did that in 2 minutes.
That's
But
perfect.
that's longer than
It
you
was
went.
art.
Well, it's twice as long as the 38 seconds.
Well,
Yeah, there you go.
Right, tantric.
Can't
Yeah.
watch art.
What happens
Smooth's
when
got
you
talent.
look at Jack? Smooth.
Smooth. Right, let's carry on watching this.
The DJ.
I'm not afraid of families.
They want to be childless cat ladies?
Have all the cats you want.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Because I'm man enough to support women.
Man enough to know what kind of donuts I like.
Man enough to admit I'm lost, even when I refuse to ask for directions.
Man enough to not ban young women?
What
So
the
here's
fuck is
an
this
idea.
about?
Here's
Ron
an idea
Jeremy
about
really
how
let
it
himself.
says-
That's
this
Ron
Harris
Jeremy.
going on about.
Yeah.
Right, like
That's-
what is
oh
her,
my
what is her
God.
platform? What is her actual other than I have a vagina, vote for me? Like what is
Yeah,
there
no
to
shit.
stand on?
Well,
Seriously.
John, what you've got to realise is
Being
she
unburdened.
grew up in a middle-class family.
Yeah.
Getting
did.
pegged.
Her dad was a tool
that's right.
maker.
Oh, that's right. She grew up in a middle-class family, learned how to climb a ladder on her knees, which is actually a fairly talented skill that not many people have.
She's got other
And,
skills on her knees as well, as far as
Yeah,
I
and
know.
then spent a number
Tommy
of
does
years
better.
keeping people that were, actually innocent of their crimes stuck in jail because,
Yep.
Yep.
private
cheap,
prisons,
cheap
and,
labor.
politics,
labor.
and like all that, because there was money to be made.
Yep.
He's
I
got
hate to- I
my
hate to be cruel,
full-throated
but-
endorsement.
Full-throated.
I hate to,
Now
hate to say this guy looks like Ron Jeremy.
I'm not, but what?
Yeah, he had no dick.
No, I'm sorry.
This guy never got as
Can
much
I ask one question?
pussy as Ron
What
Jeremy.
network in America was this
Jesus.
first put
So-
on, and what
so-
IQ were they aiming at? Because straight away I'm like,
well, I mean, if they're looking for like Kamala voters,
Okay, so,
anybody that is like sub
I can-
69.
Was it just for like Waterboy territory?
Yanni,
No, I can
go ahead.
explain the background of this. So this is actually it's worth noting and disclaiming that this is not officially a part of the Harris Walls campaign. This is from a grassroots group called Creatives for Kamala, I believe. And the guy who had this up, what was he, the creative director, I believe, for oh gosh, I know it's for Jimmy Kimmel Live and
Oh god, well that explains it.
Cucks are us. Okay.
Oh,
Cucks
Funny
are
or
us.
Die. That was the other one. So
Okay,
he
go.
had this idea while watching the Democratic convention. This kind of idea came to him, and he went back to his grassroots group and went on this little Zoom call or whatever. It was like, I've got this idea, and they're like, "That's fucking amazing! You're
That's what I'm on
beautiful.
about.
Let's kiss your ass." And yes, go do it and
Put me
make
on the
this. You
camera.
have
So
our
in other
full
words, this
support.
is not an official one. This is somebody
This is
who
not
supports
official.
a sports Harris, and then went, fuck me, we can get the men.
Yes.
The men who support
Yes. We can
redneck,
turn them.
the racists,
with
blah blah blah,
grassroots
and like I said,
Democrat fanfic.
you know, likes a T-bone, whatever, like likes to whip their women.
Likes a
This is what they-
T-girl.
This is what they came out with.
Yes,
Teabagging.
so
This is such
yeah,
an
being
unforced
fair, this
error,
is
dude.
not a Walls Harris campaign, or excuse me, Harris Walls, what fuck ever. This is not an official campaign
Same
ad,
thing.
to be fair. With that said, this
but
is what their hardcore supporters are putting out there and saying, hey, we need to reach out to those young guys that like to listen to Joe Rogan, the man's man. We got to reach out to them, and
Okay.
this is their attempt.
Like,
But just think
me
how
and
big
Abe-
of a fail it is, though, that they're actually denouncing that. No, this isn't us. Like this, we're not responsible for this. And like like that's how sad and pathetic this is.
It's really bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
But
the
it
Harris
is-
Walls
it is
people don't even want to
serious.
fucking be like attached to it.
Super serial.
Have you ever
It-
watched those B movies? And me and Abe definitely have. When you go, oh my god, who funded that movie? Who gave them millions to that movie?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
they're like this is high, still quite high budget. This is not just
Yeah.
like I just throw like a couple of grand to it. Like you on about
These are decent cameras.
decent
Decent
cameras.
lighting,
You're on about this is
editing.
every couple of days is editing. You're
Scripted.
looking around about
Yeah.
50, 60 plus
Yeah,
grand.
Yeah.
This
do
is
say,
over.
when I read about it, they do say that they were on a shoestring budget, and the only reason I would be inclined to believe that at all is because Creatives for Kamala are all volunteers, and it's professionals in the industry that are volunteers. With that
Well,
said,
she's in the
that's
volunteer.
the extent of my knowledge.
Yeah, but then
I really question
okay,
that. quote,
in
unquote,
America,
shoestring
don't they
budget.
have the Actors Guild? If you want to be an actor, they have to go a minimum thing. I think it's $5,000 per day.
Probably.
That's
Yep.
it. So
Yeah.
if you're going
That's a
how
good
many
point,
actors,
yeah.
you're on 20 grand at most. If these are nobodies and you're doing that, like
Yep.
I'm not going to camera
Yeah.
equipment hire in the UK. This digital thing, you're looking
30 to
around
50
about
grand.
Minimum
Yeah,
100
easy.
grand they
Yeah.
spent on
Easy.
this.
Yeah,
easily.
no, but the actual deposit to hold it so you don't damage it is going to be like 30 grand.
Easy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Easy.
so
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
idea of a shoestring budget, I'm sure,
Yeah.
is
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Yeah, the
100
insurance alone is horrific.
Yeah,
You
and
have
I'm
to remember,
guessing-
like
yeah.
to them, like a shoestring budget is generally the amount of money they spend on, like kids for
Yeah.
their after
But
shoot.
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, this whole
like
thing is
you've
Talking
got-
about
okay,
shoestrings, I'm about to go hang myself.
Watching
Little One, or
Yeah,
one of those
you-
pants books that the sisters like.
I'm man enough to raw dog a flight. It sucked. Not worth it.
You
I'm man
raw
enough to
fucking
be
psycho,
emotional
you
in front of my
fucking
wife.
In front of my kids.
In front of my horse.
Now, but
I'm
also,
not
he's
watching
like,
my wife
he's
getting fucked
doing
by other
a
men.
flight without
He
wearing
fucked
a
that
mask.
Yep.
Like
He-
it's
I'm not even
it's
I'm not even
2024.
convinced that horse is real.
It's 2024. If you're still wearing COVID masks, then you are nothing but a beta cuck bitch of the highest degree.
100%.
You're a tool.
Goodwill
Call
Hunting.
this
West Side Story.
manginas for Harris.
Right, we're watching it.
That's
We're watching it. Shut the fuck up.
and Predator.
And I'm sick of so-called men domineering, belittling, and controlling women just so they can feel more powerful.
That's not how my mama raised me.
I love women.
I love
Your fucking mama didn't even fucking raise you fucking fat
Can
cunt.
I just
women who support their families.
Women who
Wait,
decide
pause,
not
pause,
to have
pause,
families.
pause,
Women who
pause,
take
pause. Okay, look at the setting. Is this because they've got a swing state in Nevada? Is
Oh,
this
most
the
definitely.
setting?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
This looks
And
like California
This
to
is
me.
Southwest, yeah, like
Yeah, so like, this
the
ain't
Arizona.
Texas. This is Nevada. This is literally to try and get the Nevada gamblers out who I don't know. I don't know.
Arizona, Nevada region, most definitely.
Yeah, this is Nevada. This is it's only one of the other so-called swing at the moment. The rest are nowhere near this kind. Look at the background. I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
This must
Arizona
be
is one of their battleground states.
Yeah.
And so that would be where I would put it towards more than likely. Actually just the entire Four Corners area.
Right,
that guy with the fucking horse is Mr. Hands 2.0, I'm telling you.
Yeah, 100%.
Charge, and I'm man enough to help them win.
Right.
You're not even man enough to sit on a fucking truck like that without looking like a total nonce, you know.
Right, so that was the
original.
So this is Babylon Bees cover, I believe.
This parody could easily pass for the exact same thing.
Right? That's how absurd it was. Everybody was wondering if it was real.
I'm a man enough to cry while watching The Notebook.
Fuck.
I'm man enough to sing show tunes in the shower. I sing the girl parts.
I'm man enough to pee while sitting down.
I'm man enough to write Twilight fan fiction.
I'm man enough to hug another dude. That's not weird.
I'm man enough to go up to another man in the gym and be like, "Hey, bro, nice form," and then give him a little kiss on the head.
Which head?
I'm man enough to vote for Kamala.
Exactly. I'm man enough to vote for Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, are you man enough?
I'm a man.
Really restarts, yeah. It's good stuff.
Why don't we
It really is on equal ground of like, yeah, it's on equal ground as far as seriousness. Like you can't tell which one is the parody.
Right? And
do you know what's funny?
Faster, you know.
I more believe that these are actual, proper, real men than the other one.
Right? They actually seem like they have more testosterone.
Yeah, you can tell that they're fucking about.
Yeah, they're man enough to mock it, whereas the others are just being genuine.
Oh my god, I want British politics to go this way. Literally, give me
this bit.
Keir Starmer.
I'm man enough to write Twilight fan fiction.
The Twilight fan fiction. This is fucking superb.
Oh my god.
Fucking sparkle vampires.
Right.
I'm man enough to have footballers as one at home, one away.
We're gonna unleash Hanayama for a couple of seconds, and then we're gonna start wrapping it up.
Shit. Bye everyone.
Unleash the Japanese German.
See ya.
Anyways, thank you.
Oh,
oh shit. Okay. I'll put myself on mute, grab the popcorn, and sit back. Ready to go.
Victory.
Fatality.
Hanayama's just laughing.
Fucking hell. I mean,
That's his evil laugh.
That's not the evil laugh. That's
my final form.
No, that's the funny one. The evil one is saved for later.
You're a for later.
No, this is literally just fucking amazing. Is this? Okay, so quick recap for those that are not aware. Somebody at fucking UbiLol literally decided that this fucking statue was a good idea to be a prop up to be sold. The only issue with that is in the background of the statue, you have the half-split Tory gate, which basically only stands on one leg, which is referenced as the one-legged Tory. Now, the one-legged Tory is a historical monument that sits in Nagasaki and is a historical monument for the way it got broken, because anything associated with Nagasaki, you might remember correctly. It got broken by the atomic bomb. And so for some godforsaken reason, somebody at UbiShit decided, let's take the historical monument that was broken by the atomic bomb and put it in the background of the Yasuke statue for one of the single most hated characters and the single most overblown characters and the single most historical incorrect characters that Ubisoft could ever possibly go for, and then try to sell it to people, including Japanese people. So, yeah, they got horribly shit for it and got mocked all over the internet, including 4chan and Reddit, which I find hilarious. And they got mocked so fucking bad, and they got mocked so atrociously that even their shareholders urged them to pull that shit from stores, and for once in their godforsaken lives, they listened. So,
I will say...
excellent.
Yeah, Overblown was the name of a video that I used to sell at the prawn shop. Just
nice.
Yeah.
Good to know.
But so we once again look at Ubi Derp looking at their stock market value falling again, which is at this point like their stock market value at this point is playing bungee but without a rope.
Yeah,
which is also fucking interesting to say the least.
The other thing that I find interesting about this is that obviously they've done absolutely zero due diligence over the historical accuracy of actually including a one-legged Tory in the character, bearing in mind the time zones that these two actually exist. So,
yes,
yeah.
I mean,
there's no factual basis going on for any of the stuff. Like it's been proven time and time again that they just kind of like went out for Chinese and thought they were doing Japanese research.
Yeah.
I mean, the things that they got wrong, just the quick rundown. So in the trailer for Assassin's Creed Shadows, we have Chinese architecture that doesn't exist in Japan. We have Korean architecture that doesn't exist in Japan. We have Vietnamese architecture that doesn't exist in Japan. We have monuments shown. We have monuments shown. We have landmark highlights shown that didn't exist in 1585. Some of them didn't even exist until the 1900s, so good job. We have armor ornaments that weren't mass produced until like fucking 1700s. We have we have wood carving techniques that weren't even discovered until 1685. That's 100 years later. Then they feature the one-legged Tory, which didn't get broken until fucking Nagasaki in like always, like 1945, 46. So that one, like, good job getting that one into a fucking statue from 1585, 1586.
Exactly.
Yeah, good job there. Then obviously we have the most honorary warrior rank you could be bestowed in the early 1600s to a character that didn't have it. The character is also, like, in size and frame, is bigger and is taller, like bigger in muscle mass and taller in height than he actually was, because the Yasuke was shorter than Nobunaga, and Nobunaga was 5'10". So yeah, but in the game he's like, I believe 6'3", so okay, whatever.
Kang.
In the game, he is George Floyd. Let's just like they straight up used him as the character model.
Yeah, but it's funny. Like they make him 6'3". They given his build, he is bare minimum like what, 230. When in reality he was a fucking farmer. Again, that was shorter than Nobunaga, and Nobunaga was 5'10". Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
But hey, if you are being historically inaccurate, might as well go all in. Fucking apes.
You might as well go all in, double down, triple down. Right, okay. It is that time to start wrapping things up. We're at the 3-hour mark almost. We'll go around the room, close down, see what everybody else is doing, what they're doing for the week, any important news coming up or events. And we'll start off, as always, with Smoothie DJ.
Hi. So yeah, I wrapped up the 12-hour stream earlier today, so I'm still a bit tired from that, so you won't be seeing me streaming tonight. I might be back tomorrow night to wrap up the Space Marine campaign. Maybe?
Spice Marine.
Spice Marine. And yeah, some gaming over the weekend with Alf and the gang. Tommy might be there too. Might actually. I also changed my mind on the fundraiser a little bit. I'm going to be raising funds for the victims of the hurricane in Florida instead of doing that for testicular cancer. I'll save that for November, end of November, when I'm actually back from my trip. And
bring a new meaning to No Nut November, huh?
Bingo. You got it. That's why I'm actually doing it. So yeah, you can find me on the channels down below here, Smooth the DJ and Gaming with Smooth, and DJ Smooth on Twitter. Yeah, that's all I got really. If I can think of anything, I'll let you guys know.
Happy days. Thank you very much indeed, brother. Stacy.
I'm just going to look good until Saturday, where we got Film Club and we got the Desert Fox, the Rommel story going
It's
on.
Rommel's story this week, isn't
Rommel,
it?
yeah, that's it. And then after that, what we got? Well, I can't remember what it was after that. Oh, we got a double bill. We got like a Sandy one that's weird, and then Event Horizon just before Halloween.
Event Horizon.
Fuck yes.
That's gonna be good.
Such a
So-
good movie.
Mhm.
Blood
Yeah.
orgy!
Yeah.
Yes.
So, so it's, we're gonna get Sam Neill on. She got a little bit of a crush, let's say that. But apart from that, I'm gonna have to jump in. When I jump in, it'll be a 10 minutes notice if you see me live on my channel. But
Understood.
until then, I'm a little gay and a little lame, as always.
Happy days.
Wow.
Well, talking about someone who's lots of gay all the time.
Sexy.
I legit wasn't sure if you were going to go with the right or the left side of the screen.
Wow, you can really dance.
He
I don't
hangs
know
to
what
the
to
left.
say. Anyway, I'm going to be playing Sunkenland tomorrow. That'll be fun.
Okay.
What did you just call me?
Friday night we'll be on Reality Based with John. Old White Road, episode 2, or is it episode 1? I'm not sure.
On Friday it'll be Tangent Kings. Sunday is Old White Road.
Is
Tantric
it? Right,
Kings.
okay.
That's all I
Tangent Kings, well named for us lot.
Indeed.
Although Ryan keeps us on the straight and narrow mostly.
He tries, but getting me on the show I think was kind of like the definition of Tangent Kings.
Yeah. So that's Friday and Sunday, and I will see what next week brings.
Happy days. Thanks for coming, Greg, as always.
No props.
Hairy Enema.
I mean, what else is new? People getting shit on Twitter, as they should be, for being either filthy fucking bots and or insufferable tourists that should be packed into a rocket and shot into the fucking sun. As soon as Ubisoft
That's how you really feel.
as soon as Ubisoft does something stupid, obviously I'm gonna be there and laugh at them. If IGN posts something stupid, I will be there and laugh at them. And in the meantime, it's just hating on people, the usual business. Like, what, at this point, honestly, like, what else is new? It's like, oh, I hate random people on Twitter that are retarded. As usual.
All good. All right. Perfect. Yanni.
Hello, loves. Let's see here what I've got going on. I love you. I just, like I said earlier, I dropped a crochet pattern to go into it a little bit more if anybody is a crocheter and interested. It is a blanket featuring Halloween-themed images using the corner-to-corner crochet technique. You could either get the whole blanket as one downloadable PDF pattern, or you can get the squares individually. Those are currently available on pineandcauldron.com, as well as my hand-dyed yarns. There it is. It's a little more, I guess, fun Halloween-y than I normally would go for, but what started the whole thing, this is what was needed. So I just decided to make a pattern out of the whole thing. It does use pine and cauldron yarn, but you can, of course, substitute with others. And if you do decide to do any of my patterns, feel free to reach out to me for any help you might need. All my hand-dyed yarns are also on there as well. Lots coming, and if you see anything that you want more of, also feel free to reach out to me. Other
Tip
than Pine and
pictures.
Cauldron, other than Pine and Cauldron, I'm going to be on Dara's channel in a little over an hour tonight, so you can catch me over at Dara Move.
We need
Thank you for
we
bringing
need
this
this
up.
one, but
Yes.
with a couple of bees underneath as well.
That
you know
is
what?
legit my next pattern that I'm going to be writing up. I'm going to design a pattern for 2 little plushy bees that have a sheet over them, so they're boobies.
Nice.
They would
legitimate,
make
that's
good,
going to be my next pattern.
They'd make good emojis for the YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
They do.
So thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you for showing
Happy
that.
days. No, all good, all
and
good.
Tommy 10 for 10% off on Pine and Cauldron.
Yes.
I'm done
Tommy
now.
10.
And
Yes.
Or
Smootin'.
Smooth 10. Okay, sorry, I'm done now for realsies.
Ape.
Well, I'll be back here next Wednesday. And hopefully I'm going to be on Beelzebub on Saturday morning, 8 a.m. BST.
Yep.
We're still ironing out whether that's actually going to happen or not yet. I'm still waiting to hear back. Still working on going on other shows in the background as well. But for now, that's about it.
No, honestly, guys, keep on reaching out to other platforms, other creators, things like that.
Yep.
Try and get involved. It's
I strongly
excellent to
encourage
see-
it.
Yeah, it's excellent to
I ain't
see
reaching around.
people getting. You love a good reach around from fucking Greg. Sharp.
Of course he does.
But it's good to see the likes of Abe, good to see the likes of Yanni on different channels as well as the usual suspects. Stasis, you need to spread yourself out a little bit more. We don't see you anywhere else apart from on your
Oh,
own
he spreads
channel.
himself
A
around.
fucking 3-year-old. That's all I
Check
have to
check
Oh,
Discord.
yeah,
He spread himself around,
Yes.
Zombie.
I
Yeah,
was
he
gonna
regularly
say,
goes to the blue light district.
I don't think he's on the FFS Discord yet, though. So I mean, clearly there's room for improvement.
That's how you know he's
Send me the
definitely
fucking
gay. Jack.
Hi there.
Jackie boy.
I'm Jack Tarlad. Y'all can find me on all my socials, especially on Twitter at Jack Tarlad. You'll be getting my full-throated endorsement, and I'm man enough to sit on the back of my pickup truck with my hands on my hips like I'm sitting on a dildo.
And I
So
like
if you
it
want
in
to
my
find me,
ass.
Somebody blurb
With
that.
a flared base, so it doesn't get
That-
stuck.
so if you want to find me, come find me at Jack Tarlad on Twitter and all my socials. Thanks.
Oh,
to
fucking
eat people
bluffing
from
the
other
fuck out
planets.
of that.
I'm gonna love the fuck out of that.
Oh, this is good times. This is very good times. All right. So tomorrow I only have one show that I'm doing, which is a light load for me these days. I'll be on Will of the Fans, and then Friday I will be, as mentioned, doing reality-based Tangent Kings, and then provided he makes the money for it to get the extension. I'll be covering, the time on Neon Leon's if he hits tier 2 when he goes and gets into drag and comes back as Leona. And then Saturday, I will do my The Weekend Culture show, which has been my mainstay for the last few months with Brian, my co-host. And I think we're currently doing it live nowadays rather than as being cel-shaded. So Problematic White Guy will be in the background, and I'll be in the foreground like I am right now. Then, Sunday, I will be again on reality based. Actually, I start Sunday. Sunday's such a full day for me. I start off on WTF Live talking about Doctor Who, and then do reality based midday, and then I just end up at the later stage of the night on Stupendo's channel, just having some fun talking about this and that and playing stupid games. Monday's my only technical day off over the course of the next week. And then that brings me back to Tuesday with another episode of Will of the Fans and my other episode of The Week in Culture with Brian on Honey Badger Arcade. And then next Wednesday, I will be much like Yarny. I will be with Dara on the 23rd. And then that's pretty much my next week. And if anybody wants to try to slot me in for that time on Monday or any other available time that I may have, you're by all means always welcome to hit me up. And other than that, I dropped the FFS Discord in the chat again for anybody who wants to be a part of that. If you're a creator, I do everything I can to kind of help promote other people and get their creativity out there, and to help them start networking with other creatives to just kind of keep this thing moving forward in a way that's more collaborative. And we try to exploit YouTube rather than be exploited by YouTube by taking advantage of our various bots and other forms of technological controls to put the power where it should lie. And we're all about free speech and just kind of getting it done. And like I say, the next big thing that we'll be doing there is trying to highlight when people are doing it live.
Happy days.
And other than that, I would just say, have safe travels ahead, and be awesome as always, and have a wonderful week going forward.
Thank you.
Pleasure as always, John, to
Chicken
have you on
watermelon.
the show. It's always good. Right, for myself, no Baldur's Gate 3, so we've got no Dommy this week. Also, there won't probably be a stream tomorrow, guys, simply because I'm going to go pick up a little puppy.
Aww.
Yeah. So I'm going to be driving up. I've got basically a 3-hour round trip to go pick up the puppy. By the time I get back, it's probably going to be about 8:30, 9-ish. You may see some videos probably a little bit later on tomorrow, because obviously we're going to record when Rosie meets Poppy. So I'm going to set up the cameras on the front And that's the other reason why I got the Rode microphones so that we can record decent audio. So
Nice.
we'll record all that good stuff. Friday will be some gaming. Grand Theft Auto usually is the thing. So we've got some stuff happening Halloween related over the weekend, some World of Warcraft, as well as some Final Fantasy, usual good stuff. But guys, chat, thank you very much indeed. Panel, excellent as always. Good discussions. Perfect. I don't know what I can hear.
Fucking stasis. What
Everything. You can just hear everything.
Look at that
There's
face.
clanging and
He's
banging.
trying so hard to look innocent.
Yeah, it's fucking
He's up to shenanigans. That face.
Try harder.
But as always, we say thank you to the chat for stopping by, whether on whatever platform you're on, whether you're on Smooze, mine, Rumble, Kick. Smash the likes, smash the shares, jump into the descriptions.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you pop into everybody's socials, give them the follows. And until next time, guys, Status Geek.
Bye, y'all.